Deals and discounts every day. Jumia Black Fridays, even crazier with DGB.
Looking really good.
Welcome to Good Life, where we are all about you. And when we say you, we mean all of you, including the little ones. We're all about ensuring you feel better and healthier, so you enjoy every moment with the ones closest to you. A smile on your face is what we're about. That's why you'll always be welcome back to Good Life pharmacies across Kenya, with the same smile on every visit. Good Life. We're all about you.
You want your car to perform flawlessly? We set it as our goal to make sure you uncheck your car's engine from your problems list. Forget about residues. Forget about overheating. Forget about corrosion. Our fuel, Optimum, keeps your car's engine as clean as ever for optimal performance. Optimum of Ola Energy. Ultimate protection.
Every day it's the same story.
Yes, Mambo Vipi Jam Down family. Wagwan, kama kawaida mazi, you know the drill. Every Saturday from 10 p.m. till midnight mazi, the best of roots, lovers and dancehall music, courtesy of Most Spice Entertainment DJ Mo right here, alongside my co-host Miss Katiwa. Wagwan.
What's poppin' everybody? Call me Miss Katiwa, the Caribbean Queen, and unajua kama kawaida we have to go deeper to get to your favorite artists from all over the world. So make sure to tune in this coming Saturday because
this is Dario. Now you have to check me out this Saturday on NTV Jam Down Show with the beautiful Miss Katiwa alongside DJ Mo. Now I mean, you don't want to miss that part, just check it out.
Never you give in, we charge up on your team, you're stronger than any regime.
Get your value-added plots today by cash or through our installment plan. Call us today on 0790 300 300.
Optiven Limited, the pacesetters in real estate.
For an exclusive fragrance experience, try Nivea Men Deep Impact Body Lotion with a long-lasting woody fragrance, deep moisture, and a fresh skin feel. Make an impact with Nivea Men Deep Impact. Nivea Men, it starts with you.
This is NTV.
Naam, Ijumaa ya tarehe 13 mwezi Novemba. Karibu katika NTV Weekend. Na weekend hii mtazamaji, jarida la jimbo limeelekea katika kaunti ya Pokot Magharibi ambapo mwenzangu Nuru Abdulaziz ametuandalia mengi, lakini tutakufungulia ukurasa wa yote hayo baada ya vipasho vifuatavyo.
We vaccinated 2 participants and then we're then going to move on to the next phase of vaccinating more participants.
Taasisi ya utafiti wa dawa ya Kenya KEMRI yaanza majaribio ya chanjo ya corona.
2 years now, the clergy themselves had an opportunity. Those are their views, but we go by the views of the majority of our people.
Hakuna haja ya kuwagawanya wa Kenya ati wa kuunga na wa kupinga.
Kinara wa ODM Raila Odinga asema mlango umefungwa, hakuna kubadilisha ripoti ya BBI.
West Pokot hapa
wasichana waliumbwa na kuumbika.
Jarida la jimbo tuko Pokot Magharibi, ambapo wasichana warembo ni wengi kuliko ng'ombe wa mahari.
Lipstick sasa huongezea kutufanya tupate hiyo feel ya kuwa sasa kweli hapa ni mahali mtu ameumia.
Na katika makala Ulimbwende leo tunaangazia vipodozi vinavyotumiwa na waigizaji katika filamu.
Mubashara kutoka jumba la Nation. Hii ni NTV Weekendi na Jen Ngoiri.
Karibu kwa taarifa kamili za NTV Weekendi. Mimi ni Jen Ngoiri. Baadaye kidogo nitakuwa naungana naye Nuru Abdul Aziz katika lugha ishara, niko naye Flora Atino. Utafiti kutoka taasisi ya KEMRI umedhihirisha kwamba maambukizi ya ugonjwa wa COVID-19 yako juu kuliko idadi inayoripotiwa na Wizara ya Afya. Kulingana na utafiti uliofanywa kwa kutumia damu iliyotolewa na watu mbalimbali hapa nchini, idadi hakika ya maambukizi ya COVID-19 inaweza kupita milioni 1, kama anavyotueleza mwanahabari wetu Charity Mwangi.
Hali ya kutojali imeshuhudiwa miongoni mwa wananchi. Hii ina maana kwamba mikakati ya kupambana na korona imewekwa kando na wananchi pamoja na viongozi, hasa wanasiasa. Basi si ajabu kuwa maambukizi yameongezeka pakubwa, kiasi kwamba yanakisiwa kuwa juu zaidi ya takwimu za Wizara ya Afya.
We looked at these antibodies among blood donors in Kenya to get an estimate of how much exposure there has been in the country.
Utafiti huo ulifanywa kupitia sampuli 3174 za damu zilizochangishwa nchini. Taswira inayojitokeza ni kuwa 4% ya wakazi wa Mombasa wamepata korona, 7.3% miongoni mwa wakazi wa Nairobi na 5.5% ya watu Kisumu wana korona. Utafiti huo sasa unamaanisha kuwa miongoni mwa watu milioni 3.5 wanaoishi Mombasa, 280,000 wameambukizwa korona. Aidha, huenda watu 680,000 wanaoishi Nairobi wana virusi vya korona, ilhali kuna uwezekano mkubwa kwamba zaidi ya watu 39,000 wa Kisumu wana korona. Idadi hii haiambatani na vipimo vya Wizara ya Afya, kwani upimaji wa halaiki umepungua.
It has been impossible for us to get the reagents that they would use for those machines, essentially Roche testing kits, because the Americans blocked us. So if we could get the reagents, we have a sufficient testing capacity across the country.
Hata hivyo, utafiti huu unaonyesha kwamba uwezo wa Wakenya wengi kustahimili makali ya ugonjwa huu na kutodhoofishwa na virusi hivyo vya korona ni nguzo muhimu.
We got samples from different parts of Kenya through the blood bank system, and that allows an initial snapshot of how much exposure of the virus has happened in the country.
Haya yanajiri wakati ambao Kenya imeripoti watu 1470 kuambukizwa na ugonjwa wa COVID-19, huku watu 25 wakiripotiwa kufariki. Watu 791 wanasemekana kupona ugonjwa huo. Charity Mwangi, NTV.
Wakati huo shughuli ya kuwapa chanjo wa Kenya wenye ugonjwa wa COVID-19 imeanza na tayari watu 2 wamepokea chanjo hiyo. Hayo ni kutokana na utafiti ambao umekuwa ukiendelea katika maabara ya KEMRI Wellcome Trust huko Kilifi. Wataalamu wanasema utafiti huo utawalenga watu 400 na utachukua muda wa miaka 2 kukamilika na matokeo yake kutangazwa. Kevin Mutai ana maelezo zaidi.
Katika maabara ya KEMRI Wellcome Trust ambamo utafiti wa chanjo dhidi ya COVID-19 umekuwa ikiendelea kwa muda sasa, lakini mkoko unaalika maua, kwani chanjo hiyo tayari imeanza kufanyiwa majaribio. Ni jambo ambalo linafanywa kwa ujasiri sana, huku watafiti wakilenga Wakenya 400 kupokea chanjo hiyo kwa majaribio. Katika awamu ya kwanza, watu 40 watapokea chanjo hiyo, huku waliosalia wakihusishwa katika awamu ya pili.
You start with a few individuals, follow them, monitor them closely. So you start by vaccinating 2. We've already done that. We vaccinated 2 participants, and then we're then going to move on to the next phase of vaccinating more participants. And over time, you learn more about the performance of the vaccine in our Kenyan population.
Chanjo hiyo ya Chadox 1 imetengenezwa kwa ushirikiano wa KEMRI na chuo kikuu cha Oxford kule Uingereza pamoja na kampuni ya AstraZeneca. Tayari majaribio ya chanjo hiyo yanaendeshwa kwa maelfu ya watu katika mataifa mengine kama vile Brazil, Afrika Kusini, Uingereza na sasa hapa nchini. Watafiti wanasema chanjo hiyo itapewa watu wa kitengo fulani pekee.
For our study, you have to be a frontline worker, and this includes people working in the healthcare sector, pharmacists, dentists, people in clinicians, doctors, people involved in the rapid response, for instance, against coronavirus. People working in supermarkets, for instance, any sort of people who are at the forefront of providing a service to the public because of the high contact rate.
Watakaopokea chanjo hii watakuwa wakifuatiliwa kwa mwaka mmoja ili kubaini iwapo ni fanisi na salama kwa binadamu. Haya yanajiri baada ya kampuni ya Pfizer kule Marekani kutangaza kwamba jaribio la chanjo nyingine ya COVID-19 limeripoti ufanisi wa 90%.
Watafiti hapa wanadokezea kwamba chanjo hii huenda ikachukua takriban siku 30 mwilini ili kuweza kufanya kazi, huku wakiwa na wingi wa matumaini kwamba ndiyo njia pekee ya kukabiliana na ugonjwa wa COVID-19. Kevin Mutai, NTV, katika kaunti ya Kilifi.
Na shukran sana Kevin Mutai kutoka kaunti hiyo ya Kilifi. Mtazamaji, sasa kupeleka katika kaunti ya Pokot Magharibi. Kama nilivyotangulia kusema, kuanzia siku ya leo hadi siku ya Jumapili, mwenzangu Nuru Abdulaziz amekita kambi hapo. Ulimsikia gavana akisema kuna warembo sana, na sisi tunakubali pia mmoja wa mrembo huyu ama warembo hao ni Nuru Abdulaziz. Uwanjani wako sasa.
Na shukran sana Jen Gori, kama ulivyosema kuna warembo wengi na nafurahi sana tulipewa makaribisho mazuri sana, tulilakiwa vyema sana. Na hapa katika kaunti ya Pokot Magharibi tayari tumepokewa. Tayari mimi nishapata jina, naitwa Cheptana. Ina maana kuwa ninatoka katika jamii au koo ya ndovu, mtazamaji. Kwa hivyo mtazamaji, karibu tena katika jarida la jimbo. Hii leo tukiwa katika kaunti ya Pokot Magharibi, tumekita kambi hapa hadi Jumapili. Tumekuandalia mengi kutoka kaunti hii, lakini kwanza nikupe taswira na ramani kamilifu ya kaunti hii. Pokot Magharibi iko upande wa kaskazini mashariki mwa Kenya, inapakana na taifa la Uganda kwa upande wa magharibi, Trans Nzoia, Elgeyo Marakwet na Baringo kwa upande wa kusini, na Turkana kwa upande wa kaskazini. Kulingana na sensa ya mwaka 2019, idadi ya watu hapa ni 1621,241. Pokot Magharibi na maeneo bunge manne: Kapenguria, Kacheliba, Sigor na Pokot Kusini, na ina jumla ya wadi 20. Mtazamaji, kama nilivyokueleza, tumekuandalia mengi na hivi sasa tunakuletea taarifa hizi moja kwa moja kutoka katika makao makuu ya serikali ya kaunti ya Pokot Magharibi. Kumbuka pia tutakapokuwa tunatamatisha taarifa hizi za NTV jioni, kuna wanadensi ambao watatutumbuiza tu kidogo, wamesubiri pale, ni kutoka kundi la Chemu Choi. Mtazamaji, kwa hivyo usiende mbali. Tukiendelea na taarifa zetu, polisi eneo la Tanga Kona, kaunti ya Busia, wamekabiliwa na wakati mgumu leo baada ya wakazi waliojawa na ghadhabu kuandamana na kujaribu kulichoma gari la polisi. Wakazi walikerwa na kile walidai ni gari la polisi kusababisha ajali iliyoua mtu mmoja. Inasemekana polisi walikuwa wanamuandama dereva wa gari aina ya Probox aliyekuwa anasafirisha bidhaa za magendo kutoka Uganda wakati waligonga mpita njia aliyefariki papo hapo. Iliwabidi polisi kutumia vitoa machozi ili kuwatawanya wakazi wa eneo hilo ambao walifunga barabara kuu ya Busia. Wakazi hao walisema sio mara ya kwanza ajali ya aina hiyo kutokea eneo hilo. Tukisonga mbele ni kwamba takwimu mpya za mamlaka ya uchukuzi na usalama barabarani NTSA zinaonyesha kwamba Kenya imerekodi jumla ya vifo 1314 vya ajali za barabarani kati ya Januari na Oktoba mwaka huu. Idadi hiyo ya vifo ina ongezeko la 5.8 kufikia Oktoba 31 mwaka huu, ikilinganishwa na kipindi sawa na hicho mwaka jana ambapo ni watu 2942 waliangamia katika ajali za barabarani. Abiria wa bodaboda 350 wameangamia mwaka huu ikilinganishwa na 277 mwaka jana. Aidha, waendeshaji baiskeli walioangamia pia wameongezeka kutoka 13 hadi 73. Kulingana na data hiyo, wapita njia wanaongoza kwa wingi wa vifo, kwani watu 1108 wamefariki katika kipindi hicho na kufuatwa na waendeshaji pikipiki 884. Idadi hii pia imepanda kwa 48%. NTSA inasema ajali hizi zinatokana na utepetevu na ukatili barabarani. Na shughuli za kukusanya sahihi milioni 1 kwa lengo la kuwasilishwa katika tume ya uchaguzi nchini IEBC pamoja na mswada wa mchakato wa BBI itaanza wiki ijayo. Hayo ni kulingana na kiongozi wa ODM Raila Odinga, ambaye amesisitiza kuwa ripoti ya BBI haitofanywa mabadiliko isipokuwa yale ya uhariri.
Ijayo itakuwa mwanzo wa safari ya kuelekea katika kura ya maamuzi kuhusu BBI. Itaanza kwa shughuli ya kukusanya sahihi milioni 1 kuandamana na mswada wa BBI ili kuwasilishwa kwa tume ya uchaguzi IEBC. Kinara wa ODM Raila Odinga amesema wakati wa kuingiza mapendekezo ya ziada katika ripoti ya BBI umekwisha.
Now we will be doing the launch of the signature collection sometimes next week. We want that exercise to be done as quickly as possible.
Siku chache zilizopita viongozi wa makanisa nchini wakiwemo wainjilisti na baraza la maaskofu wa Katoliki nchini walitaka baadhi ya mapendekezo ya BBI yaondolewe. Walipinga mapendekezo ya wanasiasa kupewa uwezo wa kuchagua baadhi ya makamishna wa IEBC, ongezeko la idadi ya wabunge, kubuniwa kwa baraza la polisi na hatua ya kumpa rais mamlaka ya kuchagua waziri mkuu na manaibu wake wawili. Lakini Odinga amewakosoa kwa madai walikosa kutoa maoni hayo wakati uliofaa.
2 years now, the clergy themselves had an opportunity to express their views about those issues. So, you know, this is a democratic society. They are entitled to their views. Those are their views, you know, but we go by the views of the majority of our people.
Baadhi ya viongozi nchini, haswa wale wanaoegemea upande wa naibu wa rais William Ruto, wamekashifu BBI kwa kudhoofisha seneti, kuhujumu uhuru wa idara ya mahakama na polisi, mbali na kutishia manufaa waliopata wanawake nchini.
Hakuna haja ya kuwagawanya wa Kenya ati wa kuunga na wa kupinga. Tunaweza kusikilizana na kuelewana na tunaweza kutembea pamoja. Na hakuna haja ya kudharau maoni ya watu wengine.
Licha ya maoni yaliyoibuka kutoka kwa wadau tofauti nchini, Odinga ameshikilia kuwa ripoti ya BBI haitabadilishwa.
We are not going to bring in substantive new issues. These are basically editorial issues which are being captured.
Kati ya wikendi hii na wiki ijayo, Odinga anatarajiwa kufanya mkutano na magavana, viongozi wanawake na viongozi wa mabunge ya kaunti nchini kabla ya kuzindua shughuli ya kukusanya angalau sahihi milioni 1 wiki ijayo. Vincent Oduor, NTV, Nairobi.
Mtazamaji, tupo hapa katika kaunti ya Pokot Magharibi na tuna mengi tumekuandalia, lakini kwanza tunaenda mapumzikoni, usiende mbali.
Kula kwanza na kachai, Unasema mkate gani tamu zaidi? Wenye afya tele tena to zaidi. Bei yake bado ni ile ile nafuu. Na unapatikana karibu na wewe Selecta. Mkate ni Selecta.
Pigia mafundi wako, tunahitaji kaa 40.
Roho zaidi.
Mogaka, nimetishwa mafundi 40. Kuna kazi imetokea na itabidi nimewapigia wote kuwajulisha. Ofa gani mzuri leo?
Gocha wari yake. Hata mimi anataka kupost marashi yangu Instagram. Ni gani mzuri leo?
Very good. Leo Safaricom wanasherehekea miaka 20 na wewe. Piga star 444 star 20. Tumia shilingi 20 pekee utunukiwe 20 minutes na 20 MB.
Leo bahali yake.
Okay, basi sikete.
Epuka giza sasa na mshumaa wa Sumo. Mshumaa wa Sumo umetengenezwa kwa bidhaa bora zaidi na unakufaa wakati wote. Kila mara unapowaza kuhusu mwangaza katika nyumba yako, waza mshumaa wa Sumo. Unachomeka polepole bila kumwagika na hauishi haraka, hauna moshi wala harufu. Jipatie mshumaa wa Sumo katika duka lililo karibu nawe kwa bei nafuu. Kwa maelezo zaidi, tembelea afisi zetu katika barabara ya Ndume Road, mkabala na Lungalunga Road, nyuma ya Carton Manufacturer, karibu na stage ya matatu ya Sinai. Unaweza pia wasiliana nasi kupitia 0722575619 au 0736028181. Ni mshumaa wa Sumo Kando kutoka Rock Industries Limited.
Babangu anafanya kazi ya watchman na mamangu kwa saizi ana kazi. Kwa mimi na sisters zangu wawili, Faith na Mercy. Nilikuwa class 7 na mimi nilikuanga top 3 kwa hiyo class. Sasa mimi nilikuwa nasikia tunaambiwa ati wewe uta-apply next to fly. Sasa sikuwa najua ni nini. The organization ya through Equity, Mastercard na KFW inasaidia the vulnerable people in the society waweze kupata education na waweze kupata mentoring. After tena 1 week hivi, hao wanafunzi wengi wenye wali-apply si ndio tumechaguliwa kupata hiyo scholarship. Kajua mimi ni student wa hasa wa Chavakali Boys High School. Miezi 2 zikapita, nikaanza kusikia rumors ati kuna corona. Principal akatuambia tunafaa turudi nyumbani. Equity walipigia babangu simu kuchukua kit fulani. Akapewa hiyo torch, solar, radio na hiyo timetable. Tulisikia vizuri sana juu inaweza hata kusaidia masita zangu wote. Juu pia kulikuwa na lessons za klasi yao hapo. Wakatuelezea watakuwa wanatuma stipend kununua chakula, sanitizers. Juu hatukuwa na kitu completely. Kwa na hope, kumbe kuna watu wanatujali. Hata kama tuko nyumbani, sasa tunasoma basi.
Pata kila kitu upendacho kwa M-Pesa kupitia star 334 hash.
When the world changed, it made us go back to the simple joys and love the little things even more, like serving up your best, eating together, and sharing more. Now, we'll take nothing for granted and always remember to taste the simple joys. Coca-Cola. Taste the simple joys.
So vile nasema, wacha nikubatie statistics. Niko na gamia 1,500. Tunakuwa drapo gamia na kuwa 6,000. 2,000 natengeneza leather, natengeneza viatu, wallet, kibeti, nauza hapa, na batia wewe 50%. Wacha niweke credit nikupigie.
Namna gani wewe? Hii mambo ya kuishiwa na credit kila saa? Come on. Nunua hiyo simu ya Vodafone. Calling fiber to fiber is 0 shillings per minute. And it is not expensive. Only 2,999 Kenya shillings.
Alo hali wa. Hata fadhali hiyo credit ikae ninunue simu basi.
Faibika leo na Vodafone for only 2,999 Kenya shillings. It will always be free to call fiber to fiber.
Every day it's the same story. Same old
Yes, mambo vipi Jam Down family. Wagwan kama kawaida mazi, you know the drill. Every Saturday from 10 p.m. till midnight mazi, the best of roots, lovers and dancehall music, courtesy of Most Spice Entertainment, DJ Mo right here alongside my co-host Miss Katiwa. Wagwan.
What's poppin' everybody? Call me Miss Katiwa, the Caribbean Queen, and unajua kama kawaida we have to go deeper to get to your favorite artists from all over the world. So make sure to tune in this coming Saturday because
this is Dario. Now you have to check me out this Saturday on NTV Jam Down Show with the beautiful Miss Katiwa alongside DJ Mo. Now I mean, you don't want to miss the vibe, just check it out.
Never NTV, we charge up on your team, you're stronger than any regime.
Get your value-added plot today by cash or through our installment plan. Call us today on 0790 300 300.
Optiven Limited, the pay-saters in real estate.
Kuwa nasi, serikali ya kaunti ya Pokot Magharibi imejitahidi vilivyo kuhakikisha elimu imepewa kipaumbele katika malengo yake makuu. Kulingana na gavana John Lonyangapuo, lengo lake ni kuhakikisha watoto wote wanaenda shule kama njia ya kusuluhisha matatizo mengi yanayokumba jamii ya Wapokot. Kaunti ya Pokot Magharibi imetambulika kwa miaka mingi kwa kiwango cha chini cha elimu kutokana na tamaduni potovu na vita vya mara kwa mara kutokana na wizi wa mifugo, lakini sasa hali inabadilika.
Only solution to solving a lot of issues that a gun and a bullet cannot remove is to make sure that people go to school.
Kulingana na mkurugenzi wa shule za chekechea kaunti hiyo, elimu msingi hususan utotoni ni muhimu sana.
Hadi tuliingia uongozini 2017, tulikuwa na ECD centers 58 ambazo zilikuwa zimejengwa. Na tukaona kwamba zili concentrate kwa areas ya ile tunasema urban areas. Lakini tukaangalia kule mashinani hakuna ECD centers. Na tukajenga mwaka huo wa kwanza 133 ECD centers kwa hiyo financial year ya 2018-2019. Na tukarudi 2019-2020 tukajenga 169.
We want as many kids as possible, not even one soul to be left at home. As soon as the babies are beginning to walk, direct to school.
Katika kaunti hii wanafunzi wote wanapewa kiwango fulani cha ufadhili kwa ajili ya masomo.
Tulikuwa na shida ya school fees, lakini sasa basari ilipokuja tulifanikiwa sana kusoma shuleni. Sasa vile tumelipiwa sasa basari, naona sasa niko confident kusoma, alafu ni achieve hiyo career yangu ya kuwa doctor.
Last year the county government was giving 5,000 per child, and this year they are giving 7,000 per child. This year we got for form 2, 3 and 4.
Pia kuna mafunzo kwa watu wazima Ngumbaru.
Imenifanya niweze kuandika vizuri, na pia hata mtoto wangu akitoka shule kama kuna hesabu imemshinda ninaweza msaidia.
Niko na wanafunzi 20 na wengi wao ni wamama.
Mtazamaji, kuna mengi ya kitamaduni ambayo jamii ya Wapokot hujivunia, miongoni mwake urembo wa wasichana wao ambao vile wana umahiri wa uke nyumbani. Lois Wangoi anaangazia jinsi wasichana hujikwatua katika ripoti ifuatayo.
Kweli kabisa, na ili mtazamaji uweze kuelewa mabinti wa West Pokot wanavalishwa vipi, wanarembeshwa vipi, nimeweza kufika katika boma moja hapa na tunaye binti wa Kipokot ambaye kwa lugha ya Kipokot anafahamika kama Chepto. Hiyo ni kumaanisha mwanamke, mwanamwali, msichana. Na hapa vile tunaye mama kutoka hapa jamii ya Pokot, na mama kwa Kipokot anafahamika kama yo. Aha, sasa tunaye Chepto msichana na tunaye yo ambaye watakuwa wanatufahamisha tuweze kuona msichana wa Kipokot anavaa namna gani, ni tamaduni zipi wanazingatia na wanahakikisha vipi kwamba wanapendeza wakizingatia tamaduni zao.
Vazi la kwanza kwa msichana huwa ni atel ambalo limetengenezwa kwa ngozi iliyokaushwa. Vazi hili hufunikia sehemu ya kiunoni hadi miguuni upande wa mbele.
Nitaanza sasa na ya nyuma.
Mnaitaje mama?
Naita cheretai. Cheretai.
Naam.
Cheretai ni kufunga hivi.
Naam.
Kwa nini wakena unaona cheretai? Cheretai ni kufunga hivi ili isuie tena upande wa nyuma.
Katika sehemu ya kifua, mrembo wa Pokot huvishwa alecho.
Sasa hii nafunika hapa kifua. Nafunika hapa, lakini kando na kando na wacha iko.
Katika sehemu ya kiunoni, msichana huvikwa koyosonon. Huu ni mshipi wa kipekee.
Sasa hii ni kutoka kwa miti.
Naam.
Kutoka kwa miti nimetengenezea msichana wangu ili ionekane ni mrembo.
Aidha, msichana Mpokot hutakikana kuvaa tabasamu kubwa kila wakati, mbali na kupaka mafuta ya mbuzi usoni ili kung'aa, kabla ya kuvishwa ushanga katika sehemu ya mbele ya kichwa almaarufu karimet.
Kulingana sasa vile huyo msichana wangu hako, msichana huyu ni kwanzia ile pei wanapika ni ng'ombe 40. Ng'ombe 40.
Naam.
Na mbuzi 100.
Naam.
Ngamia 10.
Naam.
Ambieni West Pokot hapa tuko na wasichana walioumbwa na kuumbika. Wangu hata ukisimama na wewe sijui utakuwa namba ngapi, lakini
Lois Wangoi, NTV, katika kaunti ya Pokot Magharibi.
Mara nyingi vipodozi hutumika kwa ajili ya kuongeza urembo wa mlimwende, lakini je, wajua kuna vipodozi vinavyotumika kuashiria mateso na dhulma, hasa katika tasnia, sanaa na filamu? Leo kwenye makala yetu ya kila Ijumaa ya Ulimbwende, Fatma Bubu anaangazia vipodozi hivyo.
Wahenga wanasema kujiremba sio kurembeka. Na ni kweli, kwani sana hii ya upakaji vipodozi haimfanyi mtu kupendeza, bali kuielimisha na kuihamasisha jamii kutokana na visa vya dhulma za kijinsia.
Sanitize mikono yangu. Pos vitu vyangu nitatumia kama kawaida. Eyeshadow palette, niko na wax yangu ya kutengeza fake skin. Niko na gum yake, niko na palette yangu ya lipstick, niko na fake blood hapa nilikuwa nimetengeza. Alafu huwa napenda kutengeza fake skin yangu nyingine. Hii ndo mold nitatumia kwa skin ku create hizo effects nataka. Kama ni kuonyesha kama hali yamekatika, ama ni kuonyesha mahali yamefura, ambaye huwa anachanganya Vaseline na unga wa chapati. Haya, alafu of course sponge. Of course tutatumia clean gauze. Alafu of course tunahitaji foundation kidogo. Alafu of course brushes zetu.
Upakaji huu huanza kwa kupaka gundi maalum usoni kwenye sehemu zinazoashiria kupigwa, na kisha kuwekelea ngozi bandia aliyotengeneza.
Kwa sababu nikimaliza na hiyo, naacha itulie kidogo, kufanya kama inakauka, ndo nianze kucheza na sasa na foundation yangu kidogo. Uzuri wa special effects, huwa si lazima kitu kiwe perfect sana. Mtu akikupiga ngumi, ile black eye huwa haijapangwa.
Kisha atapaka rangi ya mdomo na rangi ya kwenye nyuzi.
Lipstick sasa kuongezea kutufanya tupate hiyo feel ya kuwa sasa kweli hapa ni mahali mtu ameumia. Hizi color zetu zitaweza kutusaidia kudetermine kama ni look itakani kitu ni fresh, ama ni look ni kitu ambacho ilifanyika tuseme ina kama siku moja siku mbili imeanza kupoa.
Baadaye hunyunyiza damu bandia aliyotengeneza kutumia rangi na asali kwenye kidonda alichotengeneza.
Nimetumia asali na food color kwa sababu ni vitu ambavyo vitadhuru ngozi.
Uchoraji huu unaweza kukaa kwa muda wa masaa 20, ila inategemea na vipodozi vilivyotumika. Kwa kuwa hutumika kwenye sehemu maalum kama vile sherehe za Halloween na kwenye mikutano ya uhamasishaji dhidi ya dhulma za kijinsia, hivyo wateja sio wa kila siku.
Nishawaipata mtu anakuja kabisa anakuambia nataka kupeleka mtu mbele na nataka unifanye makeup nikae ni kama amenipiga. But on that day I said no.
Hii ni sanaa inayoendelea kukua kwa kasi kutokana na filamu mbalimbali, sio tu humu nchini bali pia nchi za nje. Fatma Bugu, NTV, makala ya Ulimbwende.
Leo Safaricom wanasherehekea miaka 20 na wewe. Piga star 444 star 20 tumia shilingi 20 pekee utunukiwe 20 minutes na 20 MB.
Honestly, babe, what is chai bila maziwa?
I know, darling. Like in this lactose-free milk. Is it even real milk?
Why don't you ask the expert? Me! Gold Crown lactose-free milk is 100% natural cow's milk. The only difference is that the lactose in the milk has already been broken down, making it easier to digest. So no more funny feelings in the tummy.
Wow, and it tastes just like regular milk.
Because it is, and you've heard it from the cow's mouth.
What a relief. Thank you, Gold Crown.
If regular milk makes you feel uncomfortable, try Gold Crown lactose-free milk. Milk that loves you.
Karibu, Mom. Let me take care of your hands.
Kwa sababu ni muhimu kutunza mikono ya mama, Omo ina chembe asili ya kutunza mikono ya mama anapofua. Omo, nguvu ya kutoa madoa sugu, kutunza mikono.
In Kenya, 1 in 2 children suffer from cavities. Brushing with Pepsodent removes bacteria and repairs tiny holes before they become cavities. Because every smile matters.
Fun and food got together beautifully at GMC Place. Enjoy our succulent meals in a serene setting with a varied choice of fun games for the little ones. Cup it up with a cuppa or a cocktail, all available to your taste. Discover the joy of a warm pool by diving into the Blue Oasis heated pool. Or at GMC Place, the fun never ends. Make your reservation today on 0701 560 560.
How much?
Hii ni so.
Hii ni 20 bob na hii ni so na zote ni the same size.
While other networks discriminate, sisi hatubagui, tuna serve everybody. Get to Bonga 10 and enjoy 100 minutes Airtel to Airtel. Dial star 544 hash. Not just for a few, but for every one of you. Airtel, the honest network.
I wish I could have soft and glowing skin.
New Geisha Black Soap. With activated charcoal to give you soft and glowing skin. New Geisha Black Soap and New Geisha Moringa. Na sasa tuingie uwanjani kabla ya kurejea Pokot Magharibi. Ni kwamba wachezaji wa timu ya taifa ya kandanda Harambee Stars wameahidiwa mamilioni ya pesa kutoka kwa wadhamini na wadau wa soka nchini iwapo wataibuka washindi katika mechi yao ya ugenini dhidi ya Comoros kesho kutwa huko jijini Morani. Kulingana na masharti ya mwafaka kati ya timu hiyo na kampuni ya Odibet, wachezaji na safu ya kiufundi watalipwa bonasi ya shilingi milioni 5 endapo watashinda dhidi ya Comoros huko Moroni Jumapili. Pesa hizo ni kando na tuzo ya shilingi milioni 1 iliyotolewa kwa timu na naibu rais William Ruto baada ya mechi ya Jumatano. Na kamati ya riadha Kenya itachagua na riadha wasiopungua 70 kwa mafunzo maalum kabla mashindano ya dunia ya vijana chini ya miaka 20 yaliyopangwa kuanza Agosti tarehe 17 hadi 22 mwaka ujao katika uwanja wa michezo wa kimataifa wa Moi Kasarani. Mkurugenzi wa kamati ya riadha Barnaba Korir alisema juniors watachaguliwa wakati wa majaribio ya awali mnamo Novemba tarehe 21 hadi 22 mwaka huu kwenye uwanja wa kitaifa wa Nyayo. Korir alisema baada ya majaribio ya awali ambayo yatakuwa kupitia mwaliko, wanariadha waliochaguliwa watawekwa katika kambi maalum za mazoezi kote nchini. Naam, ni hayo tu kutoka uwanjani pamoja na kaunti hii ya Nairobi. Sasa nataka kumpisha mwenzangu Nuru Abdulaziz alikunje jamvi la NTV Weekendi.
Na shukran sana Jem Ngoiri. Tunatamatisha hapa katika kaunti ya Pokot, lakini kumbuka kwamba na kuacha na wanadensi hao ambao watakutumbuiza tu. Tukitamatisha kumbuka wataendelea pia mwendo wa saa 3 kamili.
This is NTV.
I help women find independence by training them in fish farming. It's tough on my back, joints, and can cause headaches. Panadol Extra relieves multiple types of pain.
If symptoms persist, seek medical advice.
How much?
Hii ni so.
Hii ni 20 bob na hii ni so na zote ni the same size.
While other networks discriminate, sisi hatubagui, tuna serve everybody. Get to Bonga 10 and enjoy 100 minutes Airtel to Airtel. Dial star 544 hash. Not just for a few, but for every one of you. Airtel, the honest network.
We all are looking for products to protect ourselves from viruses, but not all products protect us. Did you know that using Dettol soap and water protects against viruses? Many viruses are surrounded by an envelope with receptors that enable them to enter a human cell and cause infection. Dettol soap destroys the outer layer of the virus and effectively removes it. Protect your family from the spread of viruses with Dettol. Dettol cleans and is now tested and proven to be effective against COVID-19 virus. This has been Medivax for Dettol.
Please eat your breakfast.
Look, Ma, he lost his cape.
Not all superheroes wear capes. There are heroes all around us, like the ones that bring nutrition to millions of us every day.
Wow, am I a hero too?
Yes, you too. And your dad. He goes to the farm every day to make sure his grain is of high quality.
Superheroes have their own sidekick. Does Dad have his own sidekick?
Yes, they are his partners. They take the grain and produce this nutri that you love so much. Then it gets the local supermarket and we buy it from there. Nutri makes us stronger and healthier.
Strong like a superhero.
Yes, son. But do you know why your dad and his sidekicks are superheroes?
Because they make Nutri.
Every spoonful of Nutri comes loaded with the necessary vitamins, protein, and minerals for you and your family to become healthier and stronger. Pick up a pack today from your nearest store. Nutri. Every spoonful counts.
Istiqbal is now in Kenya. We are the voice for quality, colorful, innovative, and functional home furniture with presence in 92 countries worldwide. We have it all. Sofas, beds, dining, and mattresses. Celebrate our end-year sale of 50% off. Yes, everything at half price from 2nd November to 31st December. Visit our showroom at Panasar Center, Mombasa Road, opposite Airtel.
How powerful is the healing power of Vaseline? We applied Vaseline jelly to one leaf, the other we left alone. After just a few days, the difference is visible. Nothing locks in moisture better to keep skin restored. That's the healing power of Vaseline.
Answer's here. Wow, what a nice
gift. I would definitely give this next time.
Cousins Baby Gift Pack, a carefully selected range of safe baby products with natural goodness, trusted for decades by millions of moms across Africa. Cousins Baby, the gift that keeps on giving.
The wait is over. Check out Jumia Black Fridays for unbeatable deals all month. Shop the biggest sale of the year with up to 80% off. Jumia Black Fridays, even crazier with DTB.
NTV, turning on your world. The following program has been rated PG. It may contain scenes unsuitable for children under the age of 10.
The Wicked Edition in association with Telcom.
Hello and welcome to the Wicked Edition. I'm Dr. Kingori. We have a great show lined up for you. Kama kawaida, it has been generally a great week except for this gentleman who saw someone escape from a police vehicle. Akamwata to start from the top in this clip that has since been described as the best video impression of the phrase down to earth.
Oh yeah. Cheki mwingine.
Maze, umze alikuwa ameshikwa juu ya kukosa mask, but after his failed escape attempt, he will be charged for not social distancing. Now, in his defense, we have heard that he told the police officers that alikuwa anataka kuonesha yeye hawezi toroka. Now, as much as this was entertaining, why is it that there's always a sadist behind the camera when such incidents are recorded? Hebu sikieni hawa si walirekodi hiyo clip.
Cheki mwingine. Sijui alikuwa anajaribu kuepa lakini ni mnono.
Unachekaje hivyo? Maze mtu anacheka. Maze, I know it's funny but why would you laugh like that? Unajua hiyo kicheko ndio ilifanya mzee ashindwe kuamka. Keep in mind that this is someone's husband. On the flip side though, it was a sight to see makarao wakiinua bwana. Now one thing for sure ni ati hakuna mtu alikasirika na huo mzee kuliko jamaa alikuwa amekaa karibu na yeye ndani ya hiyo gari ya polisi. Imagine alimwambia, wacha nichomoke kwanza, alafu unifuate. Mzee akasema, we, mimi naiona, wacha mimi nipenye kwanza, we bado kijana. Mzee akatoka.
Cheki mwingine.
Mtu akiona hii clip in that context, unaweza elewa machungu Kalonzo anakuanga nayo akikumbuka aliambia baba, let me run fast, alafu baba akamwambia wacha mimi niende kwanza, I got this. Now this clip is also a great impression ya vile watu walikuwa wanapanga kushare Mwakenya pale shule. Alafu msee mwenye amepata, mwenye ako mbele yako anashikwa before ikufikie. In other news, a group of nurses from Bondo have been on the spot after news broke that they had invested in a house as a side hustle to boost their income. Now, the house is said to have cost them around 2.8 million shillings, inclusive of the theme song for the business. Now, some Kenyans have cited a conflict of interest in the nurse's choice of a side hustle, and come to think of it, Maze, if you are in the business of saving lives, how can you expect to make money on lives lost? Kuna watu wanasema hao manases wamewekelea multi-bet, ama ni multi-bet. Pande moja ikiungua, pande moja inachemka. Na hawa kwanza wakienda strike ndio side hustle inashika poa. We imagine ukiwa hosi, alafu unasikia nasa akipiga simu. Hello? Ni kama kuna kadile kidogo, ule client tulikuwa tuna expect bado haja commit. Naomba unipe kama wiki moja hivi alafu tuongee. Ngoja kidogo, wacha nikupigie saa 8, ni kama tutafanikiwa. Now this has to be the proper definition of one man's meat is another's poison. Now on their end though, the Bondo nurses claim to have invested in the house after seeing how expensive the services are in the area. And that was after they hired one to send off a colleague. Critics on the other hand have claimed that hata kama ni side hustle, they had the option of investing in an ambulance. We have a great show lined up for you. Vile nimewashow kama kawaida, as always, we at the Weekend Edition will never get tired of dedicating episodes of this show to address matters of youth unemployment. This week we have managed to get a classic guest to address that area properly. He is the youngest ever MP elected in this country, elected at 23 years old to represent Igembe South. Honorable John Paul Mwirigi is in the house. Asante sana. We also have great vibes from our friends at Telkom Kenya. Inaitwa the power bundle offer mazi, whereby ukiona 10 bob unapata free calls, free SMSs na free WhatsApp. I'll tell you more about that in a bit, but first, ama wacha tu niwachanue juni related. Last week nilipromise credo ya thao ya Telkom to the most interesting story in relation to Kusota. Thank you very much for your responses, lakini kuna moja najua sisi wote tutaagree ilikuwa out of the box. Baringo Kingpin alisema ukimaliza primary school unatumiwa barua ya kujoin high school, ukimaliza high school unatumiwa barua ya kujoin campus, but ukimaliza campus kutumiwa barua ya kujoin kazi. Hapo ndio serikali waliamua they will draw the line. Hiyo maneno ni poa sana na tukiaddress na guest, ni poa sana tukiaddress na guest wetu wa leo kwa show, because he is very qualified, I believe, kuongea mambo ya employment na masomo, kwa sababu he is in a position to influence policy. But now that Baringo Kingpin ametaja masomo, by the way, Kingpin, give me a shout on any of my social media accounts. Ni kusotio credo ya Telkom. I believe it's very important also kuchanua mtu yote mwenye labda hajajua hiyo power bundle yenye nimetaja ya Telkom ndio gani. Usiache nyuma mazi. For as low as 10 shillings only, you have enough time ya kupiga story kwa simu courtesy of Telkom Kenya. Imagine ukiwa na 10 bob unapata free Telkom to Telkom calls, free Telkom SMSs and free WhatsApp. Inaitwa Power 10. For 20 bob only unaingia kwa Power Extra, unapata free Telkom to Telkom calls, free Telkom SMSs na 100 MBs data bundles for free. Alafu kuna Power 20 where you get 5 minutes call time to any network, that is across all networks, free Telkom SMSs plus 100 MBs for free. Just dial star 544 hash on your Telkom line to subscribe and to enjoy that offer. Tulikuwa pale kwa masomo. Now, Kenyan MCAs are not a happy lot following reports that from 2022, a degree from a university recognized in Kenya will be the minimum educational requirement to vie for the office. Now, judging from how they protested, ni kama 2022 hakutakuwa na mtu kwa hiyo post ya MCA. Alafu hiyo timing pia ni tricky maze. We are in the middle of a pandemic. Mashule zimefungwa. Mnataka kusema mafirifiri yako na 2 years za kusomea degree. Na still on the world of politics. Maheta and haters in general were on Nairobi Women Representative Esther Pasari's case after she started looking like Kamala Harris shortly after the latter was declared the vice president-elect in the just concluded U.S. election. What is people's problem with Esther Pasari's looking like Kamala Harris? Kamala. Now, aren't you the same Kenyans who recently claimed that our interior CS does not laugh in Kenya, but he is one of the biggest comedians in Nigeria? Kuna shida gani ya watu kufanana? Now, I feel there is so much in common between Honorable Esther Pasaris and Vice President-elect Kamala Harris. Sikia hata hizo majina zina sound the same. And other than the physical looks and the fact that both are recognizable female leaders, there's videos of them on the internet, both of them wakiongea na masongo wao.
Yeah. I'll tell him, Baba, even the car for me to hire to be able to campaign, Sonko is helping me. And I'm campaigning for you. So what I want you to know is that the person who is helping me is Sonko.
We did it, Joe. You're going to be the next president of the United States.
Now, there's nothing wrong with people looking alike. Actually, I think Kenyans only have a problem with you choosing who you look like. Kenyans want to choose for you who you look like. The same way, mnisema huyu ni president hajaomoka. Mimi nilisema nafanana na Trey Songs na ikakuwa kesi. Lakini mtu mwingine akisema huyu ni mimi, tuko sawa. We have a great show ahead, guys. Our guest, John Paul Mwirigi, the Honorable Member of Parliament for Igembe South constituency, joins us on the other end of this short commercial break. See you guys in a bit.
wanasherehekea miaka 20 na wewe. Piga star 444 star 20 hash. Tumia shilingi 20 pekee uturukiwe 20 minutes na 20 MB.
When the world changed, it made us go back to the simple joys and love the little things even more, like serving up your best, eating together, and sharing more. Now, we'll take nothing for granted and always remember to taste the simple joys. Coca-Cola. Taste the simple joys.
For an exclusive fragrance experience, try Nivea Men Deep Impact Body Lotion with a long-lasting woody fragrance, deep moisture, and a fresh skin feel. Make an impact with Nivea Men Deep Impact. Nivea Men, it starts with you.
At Jumia, it's Black Friday every Friday. Over 1,000 amazing deals and discounts every day. Jumia Black Fridays, even crazier with DGB.
When the world changed, it made us go back to the simple joys and love the little things even more, like serving up your best, eating together, and sharing more. Now, we'll take nothing for granted and always remember to taste the simple joys. Coca-Cola. Taste the simple joys.
You are watching The Wicked Edition in association with Telkom.
Welcome back to The Wicked Edition. I'm Dr. Kingori Shonzito kama kawaida vile miwambia. Our guest for this episode, Maze, is, acha niseme, was the youngest ever elected member of parliament. No, tenses. Is the youngest ever elected member of parliament, elected at 23 years old. He is the only politician in this country mwenye amujakula pesa yake ya campaign. John Paul Mwirigi is in the house. Karibu sana Mweshi.
Thank you very much.
Wewe uliponea?
Unajua sasa kuna lingana na vyenye unapanga siasa yako. Sababu unajua wakati ambapo unapanga siasa ya kundanganya wa Kenya, lazima na wao pia wakundanganya. Lakini wakati ambapo uwachezi hao watu waonge kucheza.
Ni interesting sana kwa side hustle yako ya kwanza ni member of parliament. Na inaitwaje, hiyo ni a very very unique position to find yourself as a young person in this country. Na watu wanapiga kelele sana, kuna watu manzi unemployment. Nimeongea na watu mimi kwa na hizo my engagements kwa social media. Wasa wanatafuta job wakati watu wana lose job. Na sema MC kama wewe watu wako na hope ya ni aje kama wewe ni youngster ukiingia pale unaenda kuleta changes za hivi na hivi, specifically kama Igembe, kuna kitu yote umefanya specific ya wasi waanze kuget jobs?
Unajua wakati niliingia I had promised my people many things na vyenye niliingia sasa mahali ambapo tunafanya policies ni pale parliament, na ukikumbuka kitu kama this week on Tuesday pale parliament kulikuwa na ambassadorial appointment zenye zilikuwa zimeletwa pale na president. Lakini kwa zile kazi zote watu wenye walikuwa wamepewa zile kazi ni retired majors na hao watu aged Na nikasimama kuongea, lakini vyenye niliongea na watu wengine huwa hapa, sababu niliuliza sasa, kwa nini if you are retiring or you have retired, kwa nini kusiwe ni mtu mwingine mwenye ana kazi anapewa ile kazi?
Uliuliza hivyo?
Yes, kumaanisha tuko na shinda kubwa, sababu when we are making the policies there, na dominant number, ile namba yenye na dominate ni ya hao wazee wenye wako na umri wa juu. Hata tukijaribu aje tukiwa vijana pale parliament, sababu ya very few, atungeweza kumake ile policy yenye itasaidia vijana. Na ndio maana nasema saa hii in this country tunafaa sana kufocus kwa vijana, na tusifocus kwa mtu sababu maybe that person akona pesa sana na anaweza kupeana pesa on the ground. Tufocus kwa wale watu ambao wanaelewa shinda za vijana. Sababu kama mimi sasa vitu zenye nilikuwa nimeanza ni empowerment ya hao vijana wa motorbike. Sababu ile ndio kazi kidogo yenye inawezekana kwa sasa. Na pia wao tunaendelea kufanya
na
inasaidia. Then nilikuwa
na wale graduates wenye bado hawajapata job. Kama sasa tulikuwa tunataka sana, tuko interested sana on kazi mtaani. Na initiative poa. Lakini watu wanauliza, badala ya serikali angalia opportunities za tuko na graduates wangapi wasema architecture wenye wako mtaani, graduates wangapi wa this course or that course wenye wako mtaani, wapatiwe opportunities, wafanye kitu wamesomea, walipwe pesa, kuliko kupea watu job kama hizo za tuseme kama kazi mtaani, na kuna watu wanakuanga wameandikwa kufanya hizo.
Unajua kama saa hii the initiative ya kazi mtaani ni initiative mzuri, lakini the way it is executed ama vyenye wana implement not a good way. Sababu unajua saa hii tunasema hatutaki kuleta yale mambo ya samani yeye yanatumika saa hii, lakini unakuta mtu ako na degree zake lakini anafagia mtaro, instead of kujua huyu mtu amesoma kitu fulani, then we empower this person to do even more or to work kwa ile kazi yenye amesomea. Na kama hiyo kazi ya hiko, then the government should provide ama iweke pesa kando zenye huyu mtu anaweza pewa aanze kazi yake na ile pesa, then ajisaidie yeye mwenyewe kama government ina kazi.
Thank you. Umefanya poa sana. But sasa acha wewe wewe umepata job. Na depending on your relationship na electorate, unaweza kosa job, unaweza pata job. Unajua? So it's a very very tricky position, politics. So na mimi najua there is two ways of a politician ama parliamentarian kukeep job yake. One ni kukua poa sana na watu, ama hii miaka 5 yenye umepewa yako kamoja ukule proper. Yani wewe ujue retirement yako umetengeneza hapo. Sidio? Ni gani sure bet?
Unajua the sure bet ni that relationship unaweka na watu. Sababu kama saa hii nikisema kuna very many groups zenye nimetengeneza within Igembe South constituency. Sababu I want to utilize hii pesa ya Uwezo Fund. Sababu najua nikiwa na kitu 100 groups kama this period tunaenda kupeana pesa kwa around 55 groups zile ambazo zimeomba hii pesa 55 groups. Najua wakati nitatengeneza hawa vijana na hizi vikundi za kina mama, at least wawe they have something, I will be able to keep my job well. Sababu nikisema nikule saa hii na nivu hii kitu, hata nikikula kesho sitakuwa na ile, nitakuwa na njaa bando. Lakini nikisaidia hawa watu kwa zile groups zao, wawe na something ya kufanya kwa maisha yao na wajisaidie na wasaidie watu wengine, still watataka kunielect tena ili nisaidie another group of the people. Kwa hivyo mimi sikuenda hapo sababu pia wakati nilikuwa naomba kura niliwaambia mimi siombi hii kura so that I can go there I get rich. Nataka kuenda pale tusaidiane, niwasaidie na nyinyi mnisaidie kupata hii kazi.
Wewe ukiwa mtu akisikia ukiongea wewe ni msharp sana, unajua problems za watu wa Igembe na sana sana ni COVID. Ni nini inakuanga hapo ndani huko kwa government? Sijui government ni wapi. Yenyewe kama sasa tuseme kama hiyo time kama sasa ukipelekea watu hiyo pesa ya Uwezo Fund, pesa imeshikwa na COVID pia, ama ni process ya government ndio inaenda pole pole?
The process is very long. Aungefanya kitu kama maybe there is a project you are initiating from the government, aingechukua a month. It will take time sababu ni process ambayo inafaa kuadangu before hiyo pesa ikuje.
So pesa iko.
Pesa iko.
Process ndio inafaa inaua watu na njaa hapa.
Sababu sasa kama saa hii tuko na kitu inaitwa BBI. Ili consume the first time 10 billion. Na saa hii tena ikatumia 10 billion. Na saa hii unasikia we are going for the referendum. Na itachukua less than 10 million. Hiyo pesa inatoka wapi? Na wananchi wanaambiwa
so pesa iko.
Pesa iko.
So watu wakaenjaa wangoje process.
Yenye watu wanafaa kufanywa kazi.
Hiyo trust in the process.
Hiyo ndio kitu yenye hiyo.
Hiyo ndio wanasemanga trust in the process. So mimi kama mtu tu wa kawaida naweza uliza wewe uko na idea poa. Kuna mavijana wako mtaani wanahitaji job. Na uko na idea poa. Kuna groups zinafaa kupewa do, right?
Yes.
The first step ni gani? Nataka unisaidie tu pole mpaka mahali pesa iko. The first step as a member of parliament unaenda una pitch, ndio?
The first thing ni group una ensure this group is legally registered.
Okay.
Then after in group imekuwa registered wako na all other documents zenye zinatakikana na wamefungua bank account. Then you direct them kwa yule ofisa wa youth youth fund ama Uwezo fund.
Okay.
Then wamefika pale. Then unasukuma huyu ofisa wa youth fund to send those document to the head office. Alafu anatuma hapa. Akituma hapa sasa sababu utaki hii kitu itake process. Sababu if you will not follow up, it take a process. So as a leader ni wewe una take that initiative now to go to the head office usukume.
Nikitaka kuingia parliament na zero budget kama wewe, niende tu nione vile kunaendanga. Inaweza tomboa this time.
Haungeshindwa kuingia in the parliament. But chenye kinaweza kusuia kuingia ni the policies zenye uko nazo. Sababu kwa watu lazima uwe na policies zenye ni realistic. Sababu unajua unaweza promise watu kitu chenye ni very ambiguous chenye akingekuwa realistic.
So una make sure uongo yako ni kadogo.
Hapana, unaambia watu something which you know you will do. Hata kama ni kitu kidogo aje. Sababu kama mimi in my politics zenye nilifanya mwaka wa 2017 I promised many things. Lakini I promised things which I can do even if I will not be given anything.
Okay, kama nini sasa hizo? Nini hiyo unaweza promise watu waone yenyewe ujamaa?
Kitu ya kwanza nilikuwa nimewaambia nitawatafutia soko ya mandizi.
Hiyo
nilikuwa najua.
So
nitaenda nitafute hawa watu wenye wanandili na hiyo biashara na kutoka hapo hao watu waende huko waanze kufanya hiyo kitu.
So uliwaambia utakuwa broker wa mandizi ukakuwa?
Sio broker, nitawatafutia mahali ambapo wanaweza kufanya nini? Kuuza. Na watu wenye wanaweza kuwanunulia. Na ika happen. Hiyo hata nilifanya within 1 month hata before tuwe sworn in. Mwezi wa 8, mwezi wa 9 watu walikuwa wameenda huko kufanya nini? Kununua mandizi.
Watu wa ndizi wakaanza kuomba.
Wakaanza kufanya.
Wakapata mashimo.
Then nilikuwa nimewaambia sababu nilikuwa najua obvious CDF nitapewa. Nikawaambia every student au ma student wa college na university hao watu nitawapatia 10,000 ya bursary. Na nilikuwa najua. Na nikamwambia sasa na vyenye nitafanya hautakuja kuapply in my office. I will switch a certain day tuwe tunakutana mahali pamoja kwa uwanja, tunakuja hapo mnajaza.
Shikilia. Sasa kuna shida inakuja hapa kwa sawa wamepewa bursary. Wasome. Alafu waende wapi?
Unajua hii Kenya kitu chenye nimekuja kuelewa is better uwe na at least knowledge. Ama upate a certain skill. Then kutoka hapo sasa kwa hizi tu mambo zenye tunafanya za vikundi hizi at least hapo sasa mtu anaweza kujisaidia. Sababu tukisema ni hii white collar job hapa nilikuwa nasukuma mbili ya help. Watu wasilipe nini, wasio wanalipa interest na wasio wanalipa hiyo help loan before waajiriwe. Na nilikuwa na wazee wa 1978. Hao watu wameretire already but they hawanja kuwa employed. Wako na deni ya help. Lakini wameretire already but hawajawahi ajiriwa.
Mtu alimaliza shule 1978
ulimaliza
but hajawahi pata job.
Hajawahi pata job. Na hii kitu imekuja sijui 1995 hiyo mambo na help hii loan. Sasa unakuta kuna huyo mtu wa 1995 mpaka saa hii hajapata job.
Hajawahi pata job.
Hajawahi. Anajitegemea yeye mwenyewe. Na amesoma si yeye ana degree.
Labda job sio solution yetu.
Hizi kazi za kawaida, kazi ya mkono. Kama hiyo yenye nilikuwa nafanya hapa Igembe Tea Factory ya kubeba kuni. Unakuta mtu ako kwa mjengo.
Ukisema.
Na unajua the problem is
kuna beba kuni pale Igembe Factory. Kuni zinatumika nini kwa tea factory?
Ni boiler, huwa inawasha hiyo moto ya boiler. Inachemsha maji, inakuwa na steam. Hiyo steam inaenda mahali kunaitwa withering, inakausha ile majani, inafika level temperature fulani ya level yenye ya majani sasa ianze kusiago. Kutoka hapo sasa majani inakuwa transported to ile machine inaitwa CTC scan. CTC.
Kuna CT scan na CTC scan.
CTC scan ni ile ya hospitali.
Ulipiga hiyo job ya kubeba kuni kwanza alafu ndio ukaingia sasa kwenda kucampaign?
Nilikuwa watu wa Igembe walinipromote kutoka hapo mpaka kwa hii job sasa.
Na ni process gani? Ni nini ilifanya ukajua wewe hauna do ya campaign na una nini ilifanya utoke kwa?
Unajua chenye kilinipa motisha kuomba hii kazi kutoka pale factory. Nilikuwa nimeangalia 2007 nilikuwa mdogo, lakini wale watu wenye walikuwa wanatumika kwa siasa sana ni vijana.
Okay.
Then 2012 2013 wenye walikuwa wanatumika sana kwa siasa ni vijana. Lakini nikauliza sisi tukiwa vijana, si ndio pia sisi tunaweza toa mtu mwenye tunatoshana naye na mwenye tunaweza uliza swali kama kuna mahali mambo inaenda vibaya. Na ndio maana in Igembe South constituency I'm very open. Mimi wanaambia wananchi wangu nikikosea do not congratulate me. Tukutane uniambie mheshimiwa hapa umetufanyia makosa na unafaa kufanya hivi. Lakini kama hutafanya hivi sisi hatuko na wewe. Na kama nimefanya vizuri pia uniambie hapa umefanya vizuri. Sababu mimi pia huwa sisikizi mambo yenye naambiwa. Huwa nataka kusikiza mambo yenye ninaona na naambiwa from the ground. Nao watu hapo.
What's the hope? Kama kuna mtu unasema alimaliza shule 1978 na hajapata job mpaka saa hii. Kama nyinyi mko maboys kadhaa, youth kadhaa pale parliament, mko na kina Jagwa huko ndani. Nyinyi ukutana na kina Moha, mnakutananga mnajiambia mna think way forward ya wale watu wanalia saa hii. And kama system iko na watu kutoka 1995 hawajapata job, watu wenyewe wanaenda kugraduate saa hii. Mtu mwenye ako shule saa hii, hope yake ni gani kupata job ever? Ulisema poa sana before I let you go. Ulisema poa sana watu wasitegemee white collar job. So ukitujibu hii tunaweza omba utujibu na possible ideas zenye umeona zenye inaweza kwa way forward watu labda waache kutegemea hiyo hope ya white collar.
Unajua pale parliament tuko na kikundi yetu ya
young
parliamentarians. Na huwa tunakutana na tunazungumza vile ambavyo tunaweza fanya our fellow youth also they benefit from this job we are doing there. Sababu pale mbunge ndio mahali sheria yote inatengenezwa ya hii nchi. Na tulikuwa tunaangalia tunaona kama wakati huu ambapo vijana hakuna kazi yenye wanapata. Ukitoka shule kama if you have graduated from school, ukikaa nyumbani for 1 year, then the following year the government should give you something. Kama hakuna kazi yenye umepata, supposed to be given a certain amount of money, you start your own job. Sasa kutoka hapo ukianza your own job now, kama ni ile help loan, unaweza kuwa unafanya nini? Unaweza kuwa unalipa.
Asante sana.
Thank you.
That's it for the weekend edition. See you next week. My name is Dr. Kingori, but this is not over. Tukutane pale Nation FM 96.3 on Monday from 10 to 11 a.m. for a continuation of this conversation na mheshimiwa wa Igembe South, John Paul Mwirigi.
The Wicked Edition in association with Telcom.
Call, SMS, and browse from only 10 shillings with Telcom. Now that's power. Telcom, moving with you.
I help women find independence by training them in fish farming. It's tough on my back, joints, and can cause headaches. Panadol Extra relieves multiple types of pain.
If symptoms persist, seek medical advice.
In 2020, when the coronavirus pandemic came, I was very worried about my KCC, but Instofly gave us light system and the radio that we will continue lessons with it. Can see my future being very good.
Sumo Premium Candles. It is made of pure, fully refined paraffin wax. It doesn't have smoke. It has long burning hours. It is non-drip. It doesn't smell.
Always smile and walk with Sumo Candle from Rock Industries Limited. For inquiries, visit our offices at Ndume Road off Lungalunga Road behind Carton Manufacturers near Sinai Stage. You can also talk to us through 0722 575 619.
Honestly, babe, what is chai bila maziwa?
I know, darling. Like this lactose-free milk. Is it even real milk?
Why don't you ask the expert? Me! Gold Crown lactose-free milk is 100% natural cow's milk. The only difference is that the lactose in the milk has already been broken down, making it easier to digest. So no more funny feelings in the tummy.
Wow, and it tastes just like regular milk.
Because it is, and you've heard it from the cow's mouth.
What a relief. Thank you, Gold Crown.
If regular milk makes you feel uncomfortable, try Gold Crown lactose-free milk. Milk that loves you.
For a better tomorrow, don't forget to do the 1, 2, 3 with Colgate every night.
From far with you. I even gifted you a magnificent house. Rosa, it's the thought that counts. Please help me.
When it comes to fever, you need to be both. Panadol Baby and Infant starts to work on fever in 15 minutes and is gentle on the tummy. Panadol Baby and Infant, tough on fever, gentle on your child.
With the Stay Soft refill, saving money is as easy as snip, pour, mix with water, and shake. Stay Soft refill. It's 2 liters of Stay Soft for up to 30% less.
Coca-Cola. Taste the simple joys.
Collect your invoice from our cash office at Times Tower Banking Hall or City Hall and Makadara offices and pay each day only through the Nairobi County Revenue Collection accounts at Cooperative Bank of Kenya. You stand to gain 100% from the 100% waiver extension. At the end of the waiver period, KRA will institute enforcement measures.
At Jumia, it's Black Friday every Friday. Over 1,000 amazing deals and discounts every day. Jumia Black Fridays, even crazier with DGB.
NTV, turning on your world. The following program has been rated PG. It may contain scenes unsuitable for children under the age of 10.
Radio.
A very good evening to you and welcome to TTTT. My name is Amina Abdirabah. At the Trend Live is our handle on Twitter. Before you get to meet my panelists tonight, let's take a look at some of the stories that were trending earlier this week.
You are talking about a report. I'm talking about what is here on the ground.
You must apologize. Drama as the arrogant CS Magoha is told to apologize for embarrassing a teacher. Now our dog sneaked into a shop in Langata. Is this the first time nimeona watu wanahepa ngiri moja? Police raid a party joint along Thika Road. Stick around to find out more. All right, so let's get to meet my panelists tonight. We've got Tracy Wanjiru and we've got Daddy Mato. Hey, guys.
Hey, Amina, you look
Tracy,
beautiful.
Look at your hair. When I both same in my hair, this is a hat. Okay, I wore this one right before the show. Mato can also wear it. I bet we look exactly the same.
Sasa umepata mtu wa kuongelea nywele naye sasa leo.
Sasa tumeona tu. So no, lakini I'm trying to include you in the conversation. I'm all inclusive. Can you imagine that's Tracy's hair? What? Guy, Anani Bo. Tracy.
I think the past 3 weeks I've probably had like 4 people touch my hair and like, is this really your hair?
Yeah, and someone just touched your hair and said, Ushazoea But welcome to the show. How was your week, Kamacho?
Yangu ilikuwa fiti. Okay, haikuwa fiti. Wacha niseme nisidanganyane. Niliibiwa pesa.
No way.
Yeah. Nilituma pesa kwa the wrong number. Yes, I'm saying it on national TV. Nilituma pesa kwa the wrong number na akachukua simu akazima na withdraw pesa yote.
Was it a lot of money?
Yes, it was a substantial amount of money.
Oh my goodness. Yes. I know that pain. I once sent 50,000 and then everything. You go to the cops, you try and talk to the cops.
Nilikuwa nimesema sitaongea kuhusu hiyo story lakini ile uchungu nasikia.
Hey, mtu usikia uchungu. Nakwambia I cried. I was because I was so broke at the time. I pleaded with that woman. I even told her just take a certain amount. I even now went to half. I even went to nitumia hata 10k. Nitumia hata ya kutu. It's the worst. I'm so sorry, man.
Let me ask you guys though. What's worse? Is it like worse buying credit for 5,000 shillings when you were supposed to buy for 50 bob or actually just losing the entire
losing the money because the 5,000 airtime is yours. You'll use it eventually. You'll start calling people. You'll make those international calls. Trust me,
you sell to your friends.
When you send that money to a wrong number, your heart drops immediately. So I'm so sorry, Macho, for that. I'm so sorry. But there's someone also had a really difficult week. I don't know if you saw this. A video of Education Cabinet Secretary George Magoha insulting an education official went viral over the weekend. Now, with most Kenyans condemning the act, CS Magoha hurled insults at the county director of education, who is later seen just, walking away after the incident. In case you didn't see it, take a look.
You are talking about a report. I'm talking about what is here on the
ground. You have noted.
Can you step away from this meeting now? He doesn't understand the problem.
Now, what do you make of the video? This one doesn't really capture much. When they say hurling insults, I'm so sure you're imagining it was a very dramatic video. Let me start off with Tracy. Did you have a chance to see that video before?
I did, and I really felt embarrassed on the guy's behalf because that was so condescending. I think there's one thing to try and, tell someone you're not doing the right thing, I'm not happy with the situation. But to be condescending, you can really belittle someone. And that person actually looks quite old, Yeah. That's a weird thing. It's like, seem toy, so why would you, reprimand them in such a manner and in front of everyone? I think that was the most embarrassing part for me.
Mato, did you also find it condescending?
I've had stories of CS Magoha from before when he was VC at University of Nairobi. He had power. By then, he had power. Now, he has absolute power. Yeah, so that's not going to change because give a man more power, more of them is revealed. So if there's one thing that I don't want to say lacks, but he does not have an abundance of, it's respect to anybody beneath him. I have experienced that. Kujionea tu mimi kwa macho. Probably nyumbani anafanya vitu zingine, siwezi jua hiyo, but zile tumeona, yeah. Pale University of Nairobi kuna watu walikuwa wanatingizika vizuri kabisa wakiwa in his presence.
Yeah, that is so true. There are different, I mean, different leaders showcase or, you know, different ways with which they lead. And some of them, I think, use intimidation. And, you know, I think that is the approach that they use. But then you never really yield much when you're...
Kuna vitu zingine mtu anafanyanga unakasirika tu sana. Kuna pia hatusemi ati ndi sawa aliitwa hizo majina ni vizuri, lakini kuna vitu zingine mtu ufanya when it's your responsibility. Na mimi kama mdosi, mimi ndio na report to the president, na kwa kaunti yako hujafanya zile vitu zinafaa kufanyika, kuna maneno inaweza toka kwa mdomo pia wewe hautaki.
Well, I mean, bado unaweza ku apologize afterwards, which is what people were saying that he should do.
But I don't expect an apology, to be honest. If someone is that bold,
it's not coming.
Then I don't think
it's not coming. Please.
You know, sometimes they do apologize. You'll just not hear the word sorry. It's like, I'm trying to apologize. It's not really an apology, but I just want you to know my bad.
I
don't know.
I also don't see that.
Now, I know we all saw the drama that took place on Saturday night at the newly opened entertainment joint called Quiver Lounge. Matona saunika una frequenting hiyo place. Unakatu. Now, it's situated along Thika Road after law enforcers raided the establishment over violation of curfew hours. According to the CCTV footage, if you did not see it, there it is. Police officers who raided the establishment can be seen chasing and clobbering revelers who were scampering for safety after being caught drinking after official hours. Now, we could play up the video as we talk about it. Now, Mato, they didn't need to break all those glasses. They really didn't need to. Why do we have to keep on turning to violence? Why couldn't they just be told, nyinyi wote mmepatikana kwa club, simameni kwa ikona? You know what I mean? And then you can go and face the full extent of the law. Why do they need to be clobbered? Angalia hizo maglasses zikiangushwa. Sasa mwenye Quiver Lounge maskini. And they made sure they didn't leave. You see, all of them.
This is so wrong.
Why?
Catch 22. Catch 22. I don't know whether to say yay or say nay.
Right.
Because after curfew, hamfai kuwa hapo.
Hiyo ni sawa, but
kuna sababu hiyo curfew iko sawa, lakini mmepatikana hapo. Ndio, that was not really the best way to get rid of people, but clearly, unajua mtu atoke kwa club anasemaga lazima ile yenye kwa kikombe iishe. Sasa si kimwagika si imeisha.
So walikuwa na mwaga. Ndio mtu asiseme kuna yemeba.
I think this is the only country where, you know, you're above 18, probably even in your 30s, your 40s, you see a policeman and you're running like a kid who's still in high school. That was funny for me to see that. But then just to see them, you know, destroying the different, you know, glasses, I think legally they'd have no legal ground to go in there and actually do that, right? They're supposed to collect those things, keep them in, you know, safekeeping,
as
and
evidence.
then exactly. then after the case is done, then you know whatever. But then doing that is just so wrong.
There's footage missing. There's footage missing. There's footage that has been found in other corners of the internet where ilikuwa ni ile ya nipatie hiyo. Unaona anachukua ikiwa chupa mzima.
I saw that one.
Nipatie hiyo inaenda chupa mzima.
That was the same bar.
Yes.
I saw that one.
That was actually a lot happening in one night.
It's a big establishment.
But then that happens with any bar that they go to shut down. That's a common practice. Unajua ukiwaona wanakuja, funga cash register, weka kila kitu kwa mbosho, utoke umeendaga by the way. Kwa sababu
that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
You know, small businesses just, you know, they suffer a lot, my goodness, in this country. Between the cops and the kanjus.
Whether you tags.
For all
cops,
the
kanjus tags.
All right, great. At the Truth Live is our Twitter handle. What do you make of those stories? Quiver Lounge, kama ulikuwa ukapigwa tafadhali tuambieni. And then also, CS Magoha, should he apologize or do you see nothing wrong with the video? Let us know. We're going to be right back after the break. Don't go anywhere.
Fresh Fry Premium Cooking Oil now has a new look and an advanced spout and seal. Triple refined, zero cholesterol and natural vitamin E. Fresh Fry, always heart friendly. Now it's even more cooking friendly. Fresh Fry, the premium cooking oil for healthy living.
So vile nasema, wacha nikubatie statistics. Niko na gamia 1,500. Tunakuwa drapo gamia na kuwa 6,000. 2,000 natengeneza leather, natengeneza viatu, wallet, kibeti, nauza hapa, nabatia wewe 50%. Wacha niweke credit nikupigie.
Namna gani wewe? Hii mambo ya kuishiwa na credit kila saa. Come on. Nunua hiyo simu ya Vodafone. Calling fiber to fiber is 0 shillings per minute. And it is not expensive. Only 2,999 Kenya shillings.
Wali wa. Hata fadhali hiyo credit ikae ninunue simu basi.
Faibika leo na Vodafone for only 2,999 Kenya shillings. It will always be free to call fiber to fiber.
Oh, by the way, Carl, Mother will be visiting us this weekend.
Believe me, I'm counting the minutes. Eureka!
Red Bull gives you wings.
Go ahead is believing to make each day a brighter day. It is showing everyone that we can all be heroes. Going ahead is our courage to do something new. It's those small acts that go a long way. It means growing our own. It is making the most of what we have. It is supporting each other where we can. To go ahead. Now, that is the Kenyan spirit.
At Jumia, it's Black Friday every Friday. Over 1,000 amazing deals and discounts every day. Jumia Black Fridays, even crazier with DTB.
How much?
Hii ni so.
Hii ni 20 bob na hii ni so na zote ni the same size.
While other networks discriminate, sisi hatubagui, tuna serve everybody. Get to Bonga 10 and enjoy 100 minutes Airtel to Airtel. Dial star 544 hash. Not just for a few, but for every one of you. Airtel, the honest network.
Karibu, Mom. Let me take care of your hands.
Kwa sababu ni muhimu kutunza mikono ya mama, Omo ina chembe asili ya kutunza mikono ya mama anapofua. Omo, nguvu ya kutoa madoa sugu, kutunza mikono.
When the world changed, it made us go back to the simple joys and love the little things even more, like serving up your best, eating together, and sharing more. Now, we'll take nothing for granted and always remember to taste the simple joys. Coca-Cola, taste the simple joys.
Every day it's the same story.
Yes, mambo vipi Jam Down family. Wagwan, kama kawaida mazi, you know the drill. Every Saturday from 10 p.m. till midnight mazi, the best of roots, lovers and dancehall music, courtesy of Most Spice Entertainment, DJ Mo right here, alongside my co-host, Miss Katiwa. Wagwan.
What's poppin' everybody? Call me Miss Katiwa, the Caribbean Queen, and unajua kama kawaida, we have to go deeper to get to your favorite artists from all over the world. So make sure to tune in this coming Saturday because...
This is Dario. Now you have to check me out this Saturday on NTV Jam Down Show with the beautiful Miss Katiwa alongside DJ Mo. Now I mean, you don't want to miss that part, just check it out.
Never you give in, we charge up on your team, you're stronger than any regime.
Get your value-added plots today by cash or through our installment plan. Call us today on 0790 300 300.
Optiven Limited, the pacesetters in real estate. Every spoonful of Nutri comes loaded with the necessary vitamins, protein and minerals for you and your family to become healthier and stronger. Pick up a pack today from your nearest store. Nutri, every spoonful counts.
And welcome back. You're watching TTTT. Just reading some of your comments right now. I see Ando Sindo says, mi ujiuliza vile parade ujipanga Magoha akiingia kwake. Hadi mende zote tu zinasimama. Arakawa say, walala. Ben says, Magoha belittling such an old man is embarrassing and, lack of respect. Kasungwa says, that was so wrong of the CS and it was so demeaning. Then there's also some more comments coming in. Chronic the Vessel says, he should apologize to both the educational officer and the country. Okay. Mshila says, hey, I think Magoha should apologize. Ruffin says, those human rights groups sasa ziko wapi? Sasa ndo zinafaa zizungumze. Vin says, hiyo nywele ya Tracy akitembea tawita vutu wakidhani ni wig pesa wa mwetu shingo maskini kweli kabisa. Eugene says, me tweeting about Magoha because he will abuse me and he's under a blanket. That's how the picture looks like. But there has been some developments, of course, in case you did not see this earlier. Now, the Public Service Commission, the PSC, has withdrawn the power to manage the human resource functions it had delegated to the Cabinet Secretary in the Ministry of Education, Professor George Magoha, with immediate effect. Now, in its place, the Commission has appointed the Principal Secretary for Early Learning and Basic Education, Dr. Richard Belio Kipsang, to be in charge of all human resource matters in the ministry. You see, Matu, we were talking about this before. Not everyone is skilled to, talking to people. HR is a whole career. Not everyone can do it because some of us are short-tempered. Some of us don't understand, how to talk to people. And you're right, Tracy. It's one thing to be called out when you're by yourself. It's a whole other thing to be called out in front of everyone, people, and most of them being your juniors. It's very disrespectful.
Exactly. Sort of like gives other people leeway to sort of, if they can see you being reprimanded like that, hata misi nitamwambia tu kitu na ni sawa. Atafanya si alinyamaza tu, you know what I mean?
But then again, if you think of the complacency that is some of these government officials, mdosi saa zingine anaweza cheesy. Aseme, by the way hapa. Though, of course, I still say that was wrong. Then again, it happens a lot. Ni venye hiyo ilikuwa captured on camera na tukaonyeshwa. But it happens a lot. I'm sure sometimes even the president himself anakuaga kwa hizo cabinet meeting anasema wewe, because the stories to court kisikia za Kibaki pia alikuwa
Mavi
down serious one.
Kumbafi. Like what?
Mavi is just the one we saw.
That's ujua alitoa vya nini kule nyuma. You're right, Matro. We don't know. Because sometimes if it's not you, if I don't come at you like this, someone else is insulting me like this. So it's either you or me. All right, so now as we move on, a Nairobi businessman has stirred up social media after posting an image suggesting that he had 35 million as his bank balance. Semi Aina, who was said to seek to unseat Cleophas Malala as Kakamega senator in 2022, shared a photo showing the screen of an ATM machine indicating 35,435,477 as his balance. In fact, it came with receipts. I don't know why he had to share this, but I guess he just wanted...
Mshaisikia utoto, indo inaitangwa utoto. Like,
let the man flex.
Like, you know what? You can tell a man is insecure from such little things that he does. You can tell when he was younger, girls didn't like him. He probably wasn't good looking.
He's okay.
So now that he's older and he has 35 million, he now... he feels like he's something. Such an insecure man. I think if you would honestly date such a man, like, I would be looking at you some type of way.
Let the man flex. He has 35 million reasons too. Hapo umesema ukweli. Kuna msichana mali alikuwa anamkataa.
Would you?
What?
Come on. Would you post your bank balance?
If I had 35 million. I wouldn't need to post my bank balance. You would know. By the time I get to 5 million, you would know. By the time I get even to 1 million, you would know.
I mean, there's levels of flexing. I think there's a way you can flex and it looks classy, but the way he flexed just showed a very insecure man who needs some sort of validation from social media. At that age, really, you're going to wait for people on social media to
to tell you that you're doing well.
I mean, you need to eat sana.
Mimi nimepoteza 25,000 hapa nalia. Na mtu ana flex 35 million.
Listen, like, of course that bank account is good, you know, but that's what I'm saying. Like, look for other ways to flex. Like, you're just showing your insecurity, man.
Let the man flex.
He just looks like back in the day there was a chick, and then Matos is like, yeah.
Let him
That's
flex.
so true.
Kuna mtu anafilisha. Of course, nyinyi social media. Kuna mtu mmoja specific anatafutwa na hiyo post.
That's so true. Actually, you're right. Hii ilikuwa tu labda ni message ya mtu mmoja peke yake.
Sisi ndo tunaingilia.
Nyinyi wengine mlikuwa tu collateral. You did not need to know. It's okay. Insult me. There was someone who needed to see this. You didn't want me. Well, here we are now. What do you make of that story, though? At the Trend Live, people do show off a lot of things that I feel like are not meant for social media. Remember, there was a rapper who the other day was caught flexing, showing off money. He goes to court. He's like, I only have $13 to my name. Right. The judge is like, really? Because I saw that video on Instagram. Right. You have to remember, KRA right now are going to be calling. They're like, thank you so much. 35 million. Let us now look at your returns.
Exactly.
You know, so some of these you call some of these things to yourself. Yeah. As we move on now, photos of a Rorashio dowry payment ceremony that went down in Kericho had a lot of people excited online and elicited varied opinions. Find out all about that story as we take a short break and talk about that right after this commercial break. Tukona bills za kulipa tafadhali mutuelewe. We have a lot more coming up right after this.
Wanasherehekea miaka 20 na wewe. Piga star 444 star 20. Tumia shilingi 20 pekee utunukiwe 20 minutes na 20 MB.
Go ahead is believing to make each day a brighter day. It is showing everyone that we can all be heroes. Going ahead is our courage to do something new. It's those small acts that go a long way. It means growing our own. It is making the most of what we have. It is supporting each other where we can. To go ahead. Now, that is the Kenyan spirit.
It's about time we got to work. There we go.
Red Bull gives you wings.
How much?
Hii ni so.
Hii ni 20 bob na hii ni so na zote ni the same size.
While other networks discriminate, sisi hatubagui, tuna serve everybody. Get to Bonga 10 and enjoy 100 minutes Airtel to Airtel. Dial star 544 hash. Not just for a few, but for every one of you. Airtel, the honest network.
Fun and food go together beautifully at GMC Place. Enjoy our succulent meals in a serene setting with a varied choice of fun games for the little ones. Cup it up with a cuppa or a cocktail, all available to your taste. Discover the joy of a warm pool by diving into the Blue Oasis heated pool. Or at GMC Place, the fun never ends. Make your reservation today on 0701 560 560.
I wish I could have soft and glowing skin.
New Geisha Black Soap with activated charcoal to give you soft and glowing skin. New Geisha Black Soap and New Geisha Moringa.
Kira! Kira? Where are you?
Malaria!
That's why you need the superior protection of Mortein 360-degree reach. Only this has 11 vents which enable it to reach the farthest corners. Mortein, total indoor protection.
In Kenya, 1 in 2 children suffer from cavities. Brushing with Pepsodent removes bacteria and repairs tiny holes before they become cavities. Because every smile matters.
When the world changed, it made us go back to the simple joys and love the little things even more. Like serving up your best, eating together, and sharing more. Now, we'll take nothing for granted and always remember to taste the simple joys. Coca-Cola. Taste the simple joys.
How powerful is the healing power of Vaseline? We applied Vaseline jelly to one leaf, the other we left alone. After just a few days, the difference is visible. Nothing locks in moisture better to keep skin restored. That's the healing power of Vaseline.
This is NTV.
Tonight, 25 more die of COVID-19 and a ray of hope as Kemri begins testing its Charox-1 vaccine.
We vaccinated 2 participants, and then we're going to move on to the next phase of vaccinating more participants.
How far has the virus spread? The numbers are not what they seem.
Also tonight, a journey to a referendum goes full throttle next week, despite growing reservations.
We're not going to bring in substantive new issues. These are basically editorial issues which are being captured.
You should ask yourselves why we have a document that has so many gaps and so many people have issues with it.
Is there enough room for everyone at the table?
Plus, beauty, the Pokot pride.
Tuko na wasichana waliumbwa na kuumbika.
How West Pokot is going a class ahead. NTV on the road docks in county number 24 for the Discovery edition.
And on Bullseye,
hold me by your righteous right hand.
And the rivers of Babylon, there we sat down.
Sights and sounds of the new race to political prophethood.
I will be your Joshua.
Some false prophets, some good prophets.
Perfecting the games of falsehoods and true lies.
You said that you will serve 1 term, and then in 2022, you will support Kalonzo Musyoka for the position of president of this republic.
Nimefanya miaka mitano.
And doing the spoken word Mulembe style.
Takuwa na ombudsman mimi nasema hivi. Capability.
The wait is over. Check out Jumia Black Fridays for unbeatable deals all month. Shop the biggest sale of the year with up to 80% off. Jumia Black Fridays, even crazier with DTB.
When I'm on nights, so restless tissue makes my days worthless. I need to recharge energy. Get a full night's sleep with Always Ultra. For stacks of tissue and no competition. For its long-lasting protection. Long days, I'm fearless. Here comes the boss lady. Multitasking flawless. My kids will get the best. I'm a boss lady. Always starts now with 50 shillings. Stay happy always.
Wakenya, hii fight hatukuchagua, lakini tuko na choice. Tuchague kujilinda. Tuchague kuprotect familia zetu. Tuchague usafi. Kuosha mikono. Kuosha manyumba zetu. Ndio tulinde watoto wetu. Na tuvae mask. Future yetu iko mikononi mwetu. Kenya, let's do it for the ones we love.
Like every mother, I'm worried about dangerous insects, especially mosquitoes, which spread diseases like malaria to my loved ones. This year, I'm not afraid. I'm using Mortein Doom. Mortein Doom All Insect Killer provides protection in seconds. Not even a single mosquito is spared. Because even one mosquito bite can cause malaria. Mortein Doom provides protection in seconds.
That's when she replied, "Give me one good reason to stay with you." Nikamtumia 100 reasons to be my boo. Akanisho unabonga sana kwa text lakini in real life when I'm timid. Hapo nika get minutes ya kupaint picture vivid. Akasema ati I'm in demand. Unadhani DM yangu ni MD? Kumbe nilikuwa nishasotiwa na 100 MB.
Call, SMS and browse from only 10 shillings with Telkom. Now that's power. Telkom, moving with you.
It's Black Friday every Friday. Over 1,000 amazing deals and discounts every day. Jumia Black Fridays. Even crazier with DGB.
Every spoonful of Nutri comes loaded with the necessary vitamins, protein and minerals for you and your family to become healthier and stronger. Pick up a pack today from your nearest store. Nutri. Every spoonful counts.
All right, and welcome back. Oh my goodness, we were having such a juicy, controversial conversation off air. I wish we would bring that conversation on air, but we're trying to keep our jobs, so we're just gonna try and not talk about that one. But listen, so much, a lot of feedback coming in. There's Vince. Oh my God. So Vince says, if I posted my bank balance, I would be deported out of my own country. Yeah. Don't worry. Me and you both. So there's, who's this? There's Alfie_Holly says, I'm loving the show. My only worry, hiyo nguo ya mina imechukua material ya kilomita ngapi kushona. Usijali, mkono peke yake sivyo. But thank you so much, King of Dry Jokes. I'm seeing you. You're in. Milkshake, that's Gun Lethal as well, saying I'm looking like an Egyptian mummy. I don't know if that's a compliment. I'll take it either way. Thank you so much for sending it in. But keep on sending in your tweets at The Trend Live is our handle. Now, as we go on with our next story now, photos of a Rorashio dowry payment ceremony that went down in Kericho County recently has excited a lot of Kenyans, as I told you before, and elicited varied opinions. Now, in line with the popular Spanish crime drama series Money Heist, the bride-to-be and other women were covered from head to toe using shawls, as you can see, and then on their faces it was concealed with Salvador Dali masks that were famously used by actors on the show. I don't know. By the matter, usually I am. There's a slight fear I have that anaweza chagua dem mwingine.
Aye. Hata kabla niongee anything more to this, I have to pay, homage, homage to this one. Besha xiao, besha xiao, besha xiao, xiao, xiao. Nemaoya, besha xiao. Bas, haya nimemaliza. Watu huchagua the wrong person na unapigwa fine. Na wacha nikuambie, wao hufurahi sana ukichagua the wrong one. So venye watu wanafanyaga nyinyi anasemaga hayuko kwa hii round 1. Juu saa zingine hiyo round 1 hayuko. Akirudi tena hayuko hata round 2. Hayuko hata round 3 mpaka wa give up aseme sawa ndio huyu. Unless mlikuwa na code mmesema makucha yangu nitapaka nini. Lakini wakiwa wamefunikwa hivyo vyote. Kisha wewe.
I mean, as a babe, would you feel bad if
I would feel terrible
if he chose the wrong person?
Of course.
But we're all wearing the same and Money Heist mask.
You're intentionally deceiving the person.
Let me ask you, do you touch their hands or something? Like, is there any other way, or you just look?
Haukubaliwi, unafaa kutumia tu macho ati umkaribie, usikie harufu ni nini.
Kwa nyumba na maleso, I'm like, even though nitatembea.
Yeah, exactly.
Now that's arrangement between bride and groom.
I'm like, how can you not know? We've dated for 10 years, or doing 9 years, or 8 years.
But you know what they do? They look for babes who sort of like have the same body size, you know, same height,
so they
to be more confusing.
Hey, kuna mzungu alipanda ndege wakati walifika hiyo stage. Alishindwa kupata the right one. Alipigishwa fine. Alitoka tu akapanda ndege na akaenda Amerika.
Akarudi akasema.
Alikuwa na flight, anangojea kuenda na bibi yake akiwa ameoa, lakini sasa hawakumpea bibi. So alienda tu akapanda ndege na akaenda.
Stop it.
Serious story happened in Rongai.
Oh no.
Yes.
Wait, he was like, I don't need this.
Yeah, by the way, cause waliona ni kama logo.
Yeah. So the fine varies based on the kind of person you are.
Yes.
So kilanda na chopa to believe you. Okay, sawa, nimeget sasa. You come in a range, we know. If you come in Nduthi, we're like, okay, sawa. Kama kujua inanoma, inafanyikanga.
Hata kama ni kuchoma, usiende na Nduthi, come on.
Mato, omba rafiki yako. All right, great. Now listen. Now this one shocked a lot of people in LA. That's in Langata. This week, a warthog, Mato has told us warthog, sorry, sneaked into a shop in Langata and caused panic among the residents. Now the animal, which wandered from the national park, was later sedated and captured by the Kenya Wildlife Service staff. Like in would it be treated the same? I don't know. But can you imagine how scary that is, though?
Actually,
in your own shop?
Why was it taken back? Yo ni nyama.
Yo ni nyama inafanywa nini nakulwa?
What, people eat warthogs?
Are you kidding me?
It's a hog. It's only in the wild.
No.
Oh yeah, people do eat hogs, yeah.
Yes.
But I don't know about a warthog.
I feel like that's...
You've seen Pumbaa? The way Pumbaa anakasa.
Hakuna Matata. No, that's different. That is very different from how that one looks there. But it's really scared, of course. That's why...
Oh, definitely.
As you can see,
imejificha vibaya sana.
But can you imagine, as the shopkeeper, the shop owner, you're just wondering, hiya.
That guy was bold enough to take a video. I would have been out of there already.
I would have been away.
Unatoroka nini nyama?
Yeah. Unatoroka chakula.
Hiyo ndio nyama ama wewe ndio unaweza kuwa nyama?
Hawezi. Sasa inakufanya nini?
Mato si lazima tukule kila kitu. Kama hiyo tunaweza acha. Hiyo ni sawa. Tunaweza kuacha.
Kesi za warthogs lakini Langata zimekuwa nyingi. Kuna zingine zilikuwa Langata police station. Ziliingia tu zimestroll tu huko tu.
I thought you were talking about, I thought it was like a figure of speech and you were trying to refer to like politicians or something. I was like, okay.
Right.
It's fine. Anyway, thank you so much for coming on the show,
Actually,
you guys.
Before, you know, when you told him that, I was just remembering the story for CS Magoha and how quickly they acted, the PSC acted.
Yes.
You know, I just wish they would also, not the same body, but
corruption-wise.
Not those ones, but can we do something about this Babu Wino story? That's for another day. Can people take action as fast as this one was done? I think, something should happen.
Yeah, but remember the charges were also allegedly dropped, so there were so many other things that were happening behind the scenes. But I completely agree with you. When we see some of the other things that trend, that's exactly how fast we would love everyone to act. Thank you so much, Mato. We have a fantastic show lined up for you at 10 p.m. Paroti is going to be coming through with One Boy to perform Lewa. No. Plus, we also have Cartoon Media, Inani Affect, Inani Suffocate, Inani Patia Depressions. It's going to be such a fantastic show at 10 p.m. hosted by moi, Amina Abdurrabas. To catch you then. Time now for the news. Have yourself a very good evening.
Je, maumivu ya kichwa na kukosesha amani? Kaluma Strong hutuliza maumivu ya kichwa, maumivu ya mwili na hata huondoa joto jingi mwilini. Kaluma Strong ina aspirin kama kiungo. Maumivu yakizidi, muone daktari.
Naishi Kawangware stage 2. Nilikuwa nasomea primary school, ilikuwa inaitwa Emmanuel Glory Academy. Sikuwa naona kanaweza join high school, but my teachers waliniambia kama kwenye hamujiwezi kujoin high school, Sasa mkiwork hard class tutawasaidia kujoin program ya Wings to Fly. I worked hard and I got scholarship. I was able to be among the chosen few. Form 2 tumeingia hivi, term ya kwanza walilipia. Sasa kukatokea na hii pandemic ya coronavirus, wakatuambia tukuje home. Mtu kama mimi sasa nilianza kushtuka, sasa nikasema nitasoma aje sasa. Wings to Fly program ikaleta hizi radio na solar zitusaidie kuniwezesha kuendelea kusoma hata kama ni usiku. Equity wao wanatupatia pesa kidogo ya mahitaji hapa nyumbani. Saa zingine nakanga tu chini naambia Mungu asante kwa kunisaidia nilijoin hii program. Najua naweza achieve dream yangu siku moja to become a lawyer. But kasi Wings to Fly singeweza kufika hapa hata kwenye nipo.
Kiswahili for form 2 coming up right now.
Material yangu ya kushona lazima iwe true.
Gari fanyiwe kazi, ingurume vitru. Nywele imesongwa kitru.
Our true accounts kwa mtandao ni Stawi Up pale FB na Stawi_KE pale Twitter. Namba zetu true ni 0709714999 na 0730714999. Paybill yetu true ni 79. Stawi is a product by KCB, Cooperative, NCBA and DTB Banks and is regulated by the Central Bank of Kenya. Stawi, the lending app that's enabling MSMEs grow their businesses.
Melissa? Mom, it's Dad's birthday today. I'm giving him a party just like he gives me.
Nothing makes a mother more proud than seeing her child growing up. But I know that as she learns to care for others, she'll face even more germs and the risk of illnesses.
That's why you need strong Dettol protection. Just 1 cup of Dettol protects your home and family from up to 100 illness-causing germs.
Growing up needs Dettol protection.
Istiqbal is now in Kenya. We are the voice for quality, colorful, innovative, and functional home furniture with presence in 92 countries worldwide. We have it all. Sofas, beds, dining, and mattresses. Celebrate our end-year sale of 50% off. Yes, everything at half price from 2nd November to 31st December. Visit our showroom at Panasar Center, Mombasa Road, opposite Airtel.
Do you own land or property in Nairobi? Hurry and clear your outstanding land rates. We have extended the 100% waiver on land rates up to 15th November 2020. So, collect your invoice from our cash office at Times Tower Banking Hall or City Hall and Makadara offices and pay today only through the Nairobi County Revenue Collection accounts at Cooperative Bank of Kenya. You stand to gain 100% from the 100% waiver extension. At the end of the waiver period, KRA will institute enforcement measures. Terms and conditions apply.
You want your car to perform flawlessly? We set it as our goal to make sure you uncheck your car's engine from your problems list. Forget about residues. Forget about overheating. Forget about corrosion. Our fuel, Optimum, keeps your car's engine as clean as ever for optimal performance. Optimum of Ola Energy, ultimate protection.
Nivea Men Deep Antiperspirant with the power of black carbon formula. 48-hour protection from sweat and bacteria. For a deep, clean feeling that lasts. New Nivea Men Deep Antiperspirant. Nivea Men. It starts with you. Official sponsor of Real Madrid.
This is NTV.
Thank you for joining us on NTV Weekend Edition ahead of this Discovery Edition of the County of West Pokot. And we're coming to you live from Kapenguria, the West Pokot headquarters, the county government headquarters, as you can see.
Right, and Cheptaye, otherwise known as Olive Burrows, and this is Loreng, otherwise known as Dan Mwangi. As he said, hashtag Discovery Edition County number 24, West Pokot County. Here is what you can expect.
Tonight, 25 more die of COVID-19 and a ray of hope as Kemri begins testing its Charox 1 vaccine.
We vaccinated 2 participants, and then we're then going to move on to the next phase of vaccinating more participants.
How far has the virus spread? The numbers are not what they seem.
Also tonight, a journey to a referendum goes full throttle next week, despite growing reservations.
We're not going to bring in substantive new issues. These are basically editorial issues which are being captured.
You should ask yourselves why we have a document that has so many gaps and so many people have issues with it.
Is there enough room for everyone at the table?
Plus, beauty, the Pokot pride.
Tuko na wasichana waliumbwa na kuumbika.
How West Pokot is going a class ahead. NTV on the road docks in county number 24 for the Discovery Edition.
And on Bullseye,
hold me by your righteous right hand.
And the rivers of Babylon, there we sat down.
sights and sounds of the new race to political prophethood.
I will be your Joshua.
Some false prophets, some good prophets.
Perfecting the games of falsehoods and true lies.
You said that you will serve one term, and then in 2022, you will support Kalonzo Musyoka for the position of president of this republic.
Nimefanya miaka mitano.
And doing the spoken word Mulembe style.
Takuwa na ombudsman, na ombudsman mimi nasema hivi. Capability.
Joining us tonight from Nairobi County is Flora Atieno. She is our sign language interpreter. It's now exactly 8 months since Kenya reported the first case of COVID-19, and the death toll keeps growing. 25 people have lost the battle against the virus over the last 24 hours, bringing the death toll to 1,228.
In the same period, 1,470 more people have tested COVID positive for the virus, pushing the total infections to 68,193.
Nairobi County continues to carry the heaviest burden of disease, with 649 new cases reported. 791 people have thankfully recovered from the virus, out of which 695 were from the home-based care program.
Charity Mwangi now reports that a recent study has revealed that a lot more people have contracted the coronavirus than the reported figures by the Ministry of Health.
A relaxed attitude appears to have descended upon the nation. COVID-19 fatigue, if you may. More pressing needs seem to have captured the attention of Kenyans. The hustle and bustle of everyday living amid the struggle to make ends meet has Kenyans defying COVID-19 measures. Then there are the political leaders whose political agenda trumps all else. The rallies in which crowds gather may just as well be super spreader events. And as Kenyans drop their guard, a recent Kemri report reveals that the spread of the virus is far greater than what the Ministry of Health reports. Data collected from 3,174 blood transfusion samples from 4 Kenya National Blood Transfusion Service centers across the country shows that the coronavirus has affected 8% of the population in Mombasa, 7.3% in Nairobi, and 5.5% in Kisumu.
We looked at these antibodies among blood donors in Kenya to get an estimate of how much exposure there has been in the country.
In simple terms, this could mean that out of the 3,528,940 people living in Mombasa, 282,315 people could have contracted COVID-19. 682,884 Nairobi residents may have already contracted the virus, with 39,306 people in Kisumu. Kemri's data, however, is not included in the daily data from the Ministry of Health due to the absence of mass testing.
It has been impossible for us to get the reagents that they would use for those machines, essentially Roche testing kits, because the Americans blocked us. So if we could get the reagents, we have a sufficient testing capacity across the country.
The fact that most Kenyans who contract COVID-19 are asymptomatic means that the infection at times go undetected.
We got samples from different parts of Kenya through the blood bank system, and that allows an initial snapshot of how much exposure of the virus has happened in the country.
Charity Mwangi, NTV.
Kenya now joins the global efforts in search of a COVID-19 vaccine as the first 2 volunteers take part in Cambridge trials. This development comes just days after US pharmaceutical giant Pfizer and German partner BioNTech announced that a vaccine they had developed was up to 90% effective.
At least 400 people are set to take part in the trials under the Wellcome Trust. As Kevin Mutai reports, KEMRI says it's targeting frontline workers as the volunteers.
The trials for ChAdOx1 nCoV-19 vaccine will be carried out at the KEMRI Wellcome Trust Research Facility in Kilifi County. After receiving all the approvals from the Ministry of Health, scientists are now in the process of evaluating volunteers who will participate in the exercise, targeting at least 400 Kenyans. The trials will begin with 40 participants in the first phase of the program, so as to enable researchers study the safety of the vaccine.
You start with a few individuals, follow them, monitor them closely. So you start by vaccinating 2. We've already done that. We vaccinated 2 participants, and then we're then going to move on to the next phase of vaccinating more participants, and over time you learn more about the performance of the vaccine in our Kenyan population.
In this trial, a group of volunteers will randomly receive 2 vaccines, ChAdOx1 and rabies vaccine. The rabies vaccine will be used as a control, although it does not protect against COVID-19 infection, but will be given as a benefit to participants taking part in the trials. After 12 months, researchers will then be able to compare the 2 groups of volunteers and establish the effectiveness of ChAdOx1 vaccine, after which they will extend the trials to a larger population.
For our study, you have to be a frontline worker, and this includes people working in the healthcare sector, pharmacists, dentists, people in, clinicians, doctors, people are involved in the rapid response, for instance, against coronavirus, people working in supermarkets, for instance, any sort of people who are at the forefront of providing a service to the public because of the high contact rate.
A similar vaccine is being evaluated in Brazil, United Kingdom and South Africa, among other countries where thousands of volunteers are taking part in the trials. This comes after an American company, Pfizer, announced the development of another vaccine, which is 90% effective against COVID-19.
Researchers say that the vaccine can take approximately 30 days for it to generate an immune response in the body, while at the same time expressing confidence that the program will be a success.
There are over 150 different vaccines developed globally on COVID, which itself is a major achievement for the world. We want vaccines that can be easy to use, can be easy to sort of deliver, and are safe.
Kevin Mutai, NTV, in Kilifi County.
The Education Cabinet Secretary, Professor George Magoha, may have to confess his mistake and give a public apology after an incident last week where he humiliatingly insulted an education officer.
The Public Service Commission, PSC, has taken action by clipping some of the powers of CS Magoha.
In a letter, the PSC said that with immediate effect, the power to manage human resource functions in the Education Ministry have been withdrawn from the CS Magoha.
All human resource matters requiring the attention of the Public Service Commission shall now be handled by the Principal Secretary for Early Learning and Basic Education, Dr. Richard Bello Kipsang, as the authorized officer of the ministry until further notice.
This move by the Commission aims to protect public servants against undignified and unwarranted attacks.
Last Friday, while on an inspection tour at Langas Primary School in Eldoret, Education CS Magoha insulted the County Director of Education, Mbaka Gitonga, as he pressed him for a status update.
You are talking about the report. I'm talking about what is here on the
Sir, you have noted.
Can you step away from this meeting now?
To another attempted form of impunity now, and there is no such thing as personal criminal culpability in the war against graft.
This is the position of the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission on the Council of Governors' proposal to seek immunity from graft-related prosecution while still in office.
The anti-corruption body says that county chiefs are usually at the center of corruption in the devolved units, and that giving them immunity would not only be wrong but also deny the people justice. Bridget Ngana now explains.
You thought the relationship between the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission and the governors was frosty. Well, temperatures are set to dip even more as the corruption watchdog now says the governors cannot be divorced from corruption investigations in the counties. In a statement to newsrooms, EACC has dismissed the proposal to dissolve the principle of collective criminal responsibility by the Council of Governors in the BBI report, since this principle puts the blame on the governor and county official in the event of a graft investigation. EACC CEO Twalib Mbarak now says, and I quote, "Responsibility for crime has both elements of personal and collective culpability. Therefore, EACC cautions against considering the proposal by governors to remove the element of collective criminal responsibility. Such a law or regulation would give immunity to some of the main perpetrators of corruption and economic crime, hence promoting impunity in Kenya." End of quote. However, the Council of Governors earlier this week sought to have this reviewed as they met in Naivasha to deliberate on the BBI report.
We propose the removal of collective criminal responsibility in management of resources at the county government level to align with the principle of personal criminal culpability.
We are not saying that governors should not answer for things that they do which are illegal. But then you can't punish a governor for a mistake of somebody. Otherwise, you would say you want to punish the president when a minister does wrong.
By September this year, about 8 governors were under EACC's radar on allegations of corruption and abuse of office, while 8 others have since been charged in court since 2013. Bridget Ngana, NTV.
The Building Bridges initiative will go ahead with what has been termed as the majority view despite the reservations to it, and this is according to ODM party leader Raila Odinga, who has reiterated that there will be no major changes to the recently released report.
The collection of at least 1 million signatures for submission to the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission, the IBC, with a draft of the Building Bridges Initiative bill is expected to start next week. Vincent Odor with the details.
A source close to the former Prime Minister Raila Odinga says that Thursday next week will set off the journey towards the Building Bridges initiative-driven referendum, with the official launch of the collection of 1 million signatures that will accompany a draft of the BBI bill to be submitted to the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission (IEBC). ODM leader Raila Odinga says time for adding new views into the report is up.
We will be doing the launch of the signature collection sometimes next week. We want that exercise to be done as quickly as possible.
Few days ago, the clergy, including the evangelicals and Kenya Conference of Catholic Bishops, had called for the removal of what they termed as offensive proposals in the report. They opposed the politicization of IEBC, the increase of the number of legislators, formation of Kenya Police Council, and the move to give the president powers to appoint Prime Minister and 2 deputy Prime Ministers. But Odinga has faulted the clergy for not showing up when it mattered most.
2 years now, the clergy themselves had an opportunity to express their views about those issues. So, this is a democratic society. They are entitled to their views. Those are their views, but we go by the views of the majority of our people.
A section of leaders in the country, especially those allied to Deputy President William Ruto, have criticized the BBI report of watering down the role of the Senate, infringing the independence of the judiciary, and clawing back the gains of women leaders. Regardless of the current views that have emerged from different stakeholders on the BBI proposals, Odinga says there will be no substantive changes to the report.
We are not going to bring in substantive new issues. These are basically editorial issues which are being captured.
Deputy President William Ruto has vehemently condemned an approach of unilateral decisions involving the BBI report.
You should ask yourselves why we have a document that has so many gaps and so many people have issues with it. And therein you will find the solution that the only way out left is for us to sit down in a consensus manner so that we can harmonize these issues and take the country forward.
Between this weekend and next week, Odinga is expected to meet governors, women representatives and leaders of the county assemblies in a bid to marshal support as he plans to launch the collection of at least 1 million signatures next week. Vincent Odur, NTV, Nairobi.
The country has recorded at least 3,114 deaths on its roads this year alone, according to the latest data from the National Transport and Safety Authority. The latest figure is an increase of 5.8% in fatalities as at 31st October 2020.
According to the data, pedestrians lead with 1,108. Followed by motorcyclists at 884 fatalities, and an increase, of 48% as compared to the last 1 year. NTSA has attributed the crashes mostly to human error. Roso Angwe has more details.
More Kenyans have lost their lives on the roads this year compared to last year, according to a report released by the National Transport and Safety Authority (NTSA). The death toll in the 10-month period between January and October was at 3,114 against 2,942 reported in 2019, representing a 5.8% increase. Reckless driving, dangerous overtaking, drunk driving, drunk walking, drunk riding, failure to use helmets, among other issues, have contributed to the increase in crashes. Some 1,108 pedestrians, 275 drivers and 424 passengers died in the period under review. According to the data, fatalities involving passengers, drivers and pedestrians plummeted by a cumulative 30%. 350 million passengers have died in 2020 compared to last year's 277. The number of pedal cyclists who have died has also increased by 13 to 73. Accidents involving motorcyclists recorded the biggest jump from 597 to 884. This translates to a spike by 48%. The drops point to the effectiveness of lockdowns in taming road carnage, as the roads went quiet when travel restrictions were placed to curb the spread of the coronavirus. As part of measures to address the increasing accidents, NTSA has introduced a raft of measures to curb road accidents. The agency says that 429 government agencies have since put in place road safety policy guidelines as part of their day-to-day operations. Recently, county governments, through the County Transport and Safety Committee, in collaboration with the European Union, launched the Usalama Barabarani initiative, whose main focus is to address road safety management and safer road use, as the authority plans to observe the World Day of Remembrance for road traffic crash victims on Sunday, November 15th, and highlight the devastation caused by road crashes. It is also calling on the public to play their rightful role in enhancing road safety through observance of traffic rules. Rozongoi, NTV.
Very unfortunate, especially considering we are yet to get into the festive season, and the deaths this year have already surpassed those last year. And that was Rose Wangoi's report. And you must pardon me, because I've been with Lois Wangoi today. We are covering this count with her, so I nearly said Rose Royce Wangoi, but it's a Wangoi and it's NTV.
All right, so it's time to shift gears now. So let's shake off the blues with some music as we lead up to our next break, which leads us up to stories coming out of this beautiful Pokot County.
All day, we expect our mouth to do all kinds of things. That is why it needs all-round protection. New Oral-B Pro Health toothpaste. Its advanced technology helps prevent both tooth holes and gum problems that can lead to tooth loss. It strengthens your teeth, giving them all-round protection. Because your mouth is doing more than you think. New Oral-B Pro Health. All-round protection for your whole mouth.
At Jumia, it's Black Friday every Friday. Over 1,000 amazing deals and discounts every day. Jumia Black Fridays, even crazier with DGB.
Answer's here. Yes. Wow, what a nice gift. I would definitely give this next time.
Cousins Baby Gift Pack, a carefully selected range of safe baby products with natural goodness, trusted for decades by millions of moms across Africa. Cousins Baby, the gift that keeps on giving.
Sona moja imetengenezwa kwa njia spesheli ili kupambana na maumivu kwa haraka. Sona moja ina aspirin kama kiungo. Sona moja, kitulizo kamili. Maumivu yakizidi, pata ushauri wa daktari.
My primary school life was difficult, but my mom struggled and I managed to finish the class age 2016. I knew back in my heart that when I was getting a scholarship, I couldn't make it for the high school. My friend told me all benefit of Wings to Fly, scholarship, school fees, shopping, transport. I knew that there's no any option to get the school fees. That's why I went to apply the scholarship. My mom was called back and told that Edwin got the scholarship. I knew it that my dreams would come to pass. 2020, when the coronavirus pandemic came, I was very, very worried about my KCC, but Wings to Fly gave us light system and the radio that we will continue lessons with it. Now I can read at night and wake up very early in the morning like 4 to go through my books. Before I got the scholarship, it was like darkness was before me. But when I got the Wings to Fly scholarship, light has come to my life, and I am sure that by God's grace I will go to the best university in this world, which is Oxford, to partake medicine and surgery, and I can see my future being very, very good.
For a better tomorrow, don't forget to do the 1, 2, 3 with Colgate every night.
Superior stain removal na mwosho moja just got more affordable na 10 bob too.
Every day it's the same story.
Yes, Mambo Vipi Jam Down family. Wagwan, kama kawaida mazi, you know the drill. Every Saturday from 10 p.m. till midnight mazi, the best of roots, lovers and dancehall music, courtesy of Most Spice Entertainment, DJ Mo right here, alongside my co-host, Miss Katiwa. Wagwan.
What's poppin' everybody? Call me Miss Katiwa, the Caribbean Queen, and unajua kama kawaida, we have to go deeper to get to your favorite artists from all over the world. So make sure to tune in this coming Saturday because...
This is Dario. Now I have to check me out this Saturday on NTV Jam Down Show with the beautiful Miss Katiwa alongside DJ Mo. Now I mean, you don't want to miss that vibe, just check it out.
Never you give in, we touch up on your team, you're stronger than any regime.
Get your value-added plots today by cash or through our installment plan. Call us today on 0790 300 300.
Optiven Limited, the pace-setters in real estate.
Welcome back to NTV Weekend Edition. I can see your excitement because we are getting into the West Pokot stories. And you know, like we've told you, this is the Discovery Edition. So let's first establish where we are.
We will be getting back to that in a little bit. There seems to be a bit of a technical hitch, which is normal when you're out of the usual confines of a studio. But before we get to that, West Pokot Governor John Lonyangapuo has made the case for the national government to allow the county governments to take charge of the construction of additional secondary school facilities. The governor argues that they better understand where the needs of their people are and are therefore best placed to meet them.
Next frontier in the quest to providing education for all is to improve our education in Kenya by enhancing quality of education, both in terms of physical structure as well as content.
And on the western wing of the nation, the county government of West Pokot says it has been well ahead of the curve, having found that literal community ownership and management of the projects makes all the difference.
Our people here have learned to commit themselves. You are the government, you are also the money. So we do a lot of those things. Can you imagine a classroom is delivered, finished, and the lock and the key, and bring the key to the government at about 500,000 Kenya shillings. Elsewhere is 2 million.
Governor John Lonyangapuo has made the case for the need to have county governments take charge of the national government's Rapid Results Secondary School Infrastructure Initiative.
I wish Mahoha and his team and the national government players can hear this. No one on the ground knows which government is which. Primary schools people demonstrate here, coming to say our classrooms were blown by wind. You come and assist us. You our man. We voted for you. So when you tell them there's somebody called Director of Education and there's another one called County Commissioner, they say we didn't see their names in the ballot books.
It's the reason Lonyangapuo says his administration has invested in its residents' literacy right across the board.
Only solution to solving a lot of issues that are gun and a bullet cannot remove is to make sure that people go to school.
and the efforts are bearing fruit.
Nisaidia ile ng'ombe ningeuza, ile shamba kidogo ningeuza, lakini hapo ilinisaidia kabisa.
Ndio ndakuwa ni sasa mwalimu official. Madam Masi.
Gate ya shule mpaka pengine anapita hiyo shule penye mtoto yake anasoma, lakini saizi wengine wamejua kusoma at least jina, na wale wanafanya biashara wanasema ya kwamba wamefaidika kwa kuweza kujihesabia pesa, na pengine mtoto wake akimtumia pesa kwa M-Pesa yeye mwenyewe anaenda kujitolea.
These efforts at changing the 69% illiteracy levels have been recognized by UNESCO.
And now, if we were to go and do the sampling, these my people know how to write their wrong names.
The county government is now working on plans to recruit intern teachers to address the shortage and providing mobile teachers to pastoralist communities.
Now, among the things that West Pokot County prides itself in is its maidens, specifically their beauty. This is backed by the 2018 Miss Tourism being a daughter of this soil.
The girls are considered natural beauties whose fashion and lifestyle is informed by their culture. Lois Wangoi reports on how a Pokot maiden is dressed.
Indeed, and for us to just understand that story better, today I have visited a Pokot homestead where I will be taking through on how to dress a Pokot maiden. A Pokot girl is called Chepto. Chepto in Pokot, and a Pokot woman or mother is known as
Yo.
Okay, so we have Chepto and Yo to take us through how they dress the Pokot maidens here in West Pokot County.
Nguo ya kwanza, ile nguo ya kwanza ni hii inaitwa atela. Na hii ndio napalishwa pande wa mbele hivi. Hivi. Nitaanza sasa na ya nyuma. Naita cheretai. Cheretai. Cheretai ni ya kufunga hivi. Kwa nini wakena unaona cheretai? Cheretai ni kufunga hivi ili isuie tena upande wa nyuma.
The chest area is then covered with a well-fitting frontal piece, one made from dried and dyed goat skin. It is known as a lecho. Her waistline is highlighted by wearing koyo sonon, a traditional belt, and the more the better.
Msichana hapo kwetu kingarisha namna hiyo, watu huko majirani wanaanza kuweka ile booking. Sasa hii ni kutoka kwa miti. Kutoka kwa miti nimetengenezea msichana wangu ili ionekane ni mrembo.
Finally, they don a beaded headband. They call it karimet. In addition to the colorful attire, the girls are to brighten their look with their warm smiles. They also apply traditionally prepared goat oil, moisturizing their melanin-rich skin. This is the way unmarried Pokot girls are dressed. And gentlemen, if you're interested in her, the cost is laid out.
Kulingana sasa vile huyo msichana wangu hako, msichana huyu ni kuanzia ile pei wanapika ni ng'ombe 40. Ng'ombe 40. Na mbuzi 100. Ngamia 10.
Tuko na wasichana waliumbwa na kuumbika. Wangu hata ukisimama na wewe sijui utakuwa namba ngapi lakini
Lois Wangoi, NTV, in the county of West Pokot.
So the governor has told Lois Wangoi that if she was to be compared to the beauties from West Pokot County, she'd be at the back of the line. But maybe Lois would say in her home county, if the West Pokot girls went, they would probably be at the back of the line.
Okay, so beauty lies in the eye of the beholder.
Fair enough to say. And just to take you back to what we mentioned, as we take a break, we want to establish where we are, the county of West Pokot. And so first, location.
All right, so West Pokot County is located to the northwest of Kenya, and it borders Uganda to the west, Trans Nzoia, Elgeyo Marakwet, and Baringo to the south, and Turkana to the north.
The county covers an area of approximately 9,169 square kilometers.
And that is approximately 13 times the size of Nairobi.
Yes, but Nairobi has 7 times the population of West Pokot, which has 621,241 people, according to the 2019 census.
And it is primarily populated by the Pokot community, but also the Sengwera hunter-gatherer community.
Now, county number 24 boasts both plains and hills.
And the northern parts are primarily arid, while the southeastern areas have, get this, rainforests. Yes, rainforests and fertile ground.
And 80% of the population relies on agriculture and livestock, which is the backbone of the county's economy.
And oh, the natural heritage, and I'm talking about the Nasolot Game Reserve that promises great wildlife viewing.
There's a lot to be seen here, and as we close this establishment part, the governor is John Lanyangapuo, the senator is Samuel Pogisio, and the woman representative is Lillian Tomitom. We take a short break on NTV Weekend Edition. We'll be back.
When I'm on nights so restless, tissue makes my days worthless. I need to recharge energy. Get up all night, sleep with always ultra. For stacks of tissue and no competition. For its long-lasting protection. Long days, I'm fearless. Here comes the boss lady, multitasking flawless. My kids will get the best. I'm a boss lady. Always starts now with 50 shillings. Stay happy always.
At Jumia, it's Black Friday every Friday. Over 1,000 amazing deals and discounts every day. Jumia Black Fridays. Even crazier with DGB.
How much?
Hii ni so.
Hii ni 20 bob na hii ni so na zote ni the same size.
While other networks discriminate, sisi hatubagui, tuna serve everybody. Get to Bonga 10 and enjoy 100 minutes Airtel to Airtel. Dial star 544 hash. Not just for a few, but for every one of you. Airtel, the honest network.
Go Ahead is believing to make each day a brighter day. It's those small acts that go a long way. Go Ahead is our determination to rise. Going ahead is our courage to do something new. Go Ahead is never giving up in the face of adversity. It means growing our own. It is making the most of what we have. To go ahead. Now, that is the Kenyan spirit.
Are you thinking of bringing light into your house? Think of Sumo Candle. Why Sumo Candle? It is non-drip, doesn't smell, and has no smoke. It's giving your money value by burning for a long time, and it is also brighter. Any day, anytime, Sumo Candle is the best for you. Purchase Sumo Candle from the nearest shop at a pocket-friendly price. Always smile and walk with Sumo Candle from Rock Industries Limited. For inquiries, visit our offices at Ndume Road off Lungalunga Road, behind Carton Manufacturers near Sinai Stage. You can also talk to us through 0722 575 619 or 0736 028 181.
Shawa ni sawa, ukishawa na sawa. Inakawia bana, inakawia Shawa ni sawa. Wakiamka sawa, ninanukia vifiti. Shawa ni sawa. Kupendeza bei, iko poa ching ching ching. Shawa ni sawa. Ukifana wetu mia sawa ushinde. Sawa all day. Sawa shawa.
never been better with the new look Sour. Now with a new formulation too that will leave you feeling fresh for longer, while the soak lasts even longer.
Sasa unaweza jua unayemtumia pesa kutumia *334#. Tuma pesa bila tashwishi yoyote. Dial *334#. Press 1. Enter phone number. Enter amount. Enter M-Pesa PIN. Confirm recipient details and put a smile on a loved one's face. Kwa kuweka kila kitu kwa namba moja, tumerahisisha mambo ili uweze kuendelea kufanya vitu unavyopenda ukitumia M-Pesa.
Do your gums hurt? Yeah. Does your toothpaste contain sage, eucalyptus, myrrh, chamomile? All that in one toothpaste? Yes, try Colgate Herbal. Colgate Herbal contains nature's best herbs and Colgate's fluoride technology to give you strong teeth and healthy gums. Ah, Colgate Herbal. Let's go. Colgate Herbal for strong teeth and healthy gums naturally.
Come to NTV Business on this Friday. Now, the government has ruled out nationalization of listed electricity distributor, that's Kenya Power, arguing that it has put in place enough measures to help the struggling company to recover from its fragile financial position. Energy PS Joseph Njoroge told shareholders at the company's virtual annual general meeting that the government would offer moratoriums and help develop a debt restructuring plan for Kenya Power in order to save it from insolvency. According to documents tabled before Parliament by the National Treasury, Kenya Power posted an unaudited net loss of 2.98 billion shillings for the financial year ended June 2020, even as it continued pushing for an upward review of electricity tariffs by at least 20%. Kenya has started designing the policies that will guide the use of genome editing technology as more local scientists express interest to use gene editing tools to solve problems in agriculture and medicine. The technology has been touted as the perfect alternative to genetic modification, and scientists are of the opinion that since gene editing does not introduce any foreign DNA into an organism, the technology should therefore not be regulated under the same framework as ordinary GMOs. Kenyan scientists are looking to use the technology to edit out the gene that makes maize susceptible to the maize lethal necrosis disease and also edit the mosquito gene that causes malaria. The National Biosafety Authority says it is studying how other countries are regulating the technology before releasing Kenya's policy. Now let's talk about chicks, indigenous ones at that. Now the county government of West Pokot has distributed 5,820 2-month-old improved indigenous chicks to 9 groups in 3 locations of Lomutwad. Beneficiaries of the young chicken are drawn from vulnerable groups in the county. This now brings the total number of chicks given across the devolved unit in the last month to 12,420. The aim of the program is to distribute 20,000 chicks to 20 women groups in 6 wards of West Pokot. The program is supported by the Ministry of Agriculture under the Kenya Climate Smart Agriculture Project. This is set to uplift the livelihoods of the people in the various areas that the small birds have been distributed.
Unajua kilo moja si rahisi, italisha watu karibu 100 na ile mtu amesaa ovyo kwa hii kaunti anapewa kuku 10 kwa hiyo 10 italisha huyo chai, machani chai, sabuni, chumvi. Vijana wasichana wanakuwa na kuku. Hiyo haiombwangi. Emergency imeingia, kuku ni emergency kwa sababu kuku ni pesa. Na mayai ni
chicks and West Pokot County. Now, traditionally, West Pokot County has been known for pastoralist activities, with residents largely dependent on livestock keeping. But the narrative is gradually changing as the residents embrace fish farming, which is promising better returns. Our reporter Gabriel Kudaka visited the communities surrounding Takwel Dam in South Pokot and brings you the story of transformation on this week's Food Friday.
A familiar sight of most parts of West Pokot County, arid and semi-arid region that does not support meaningful agricultural activities. Majority here eke out a living from livestock keeping. But sandwiched in between these two hills on the border of West Pokot and Turkana counties is Takwel Dam, which has now become the pastoralist greener pastures after the county government of West Pokot introduced a fish farming project back in 2018.
Ile fingerlings tuliweka mara ya kwanza tuliweka 50,000 fingerlings. Ya pili tukaweka another 100,000 fingerlings.
Ringit Center, which was one of the battlegrounds for retaliatory attacks between the warring communities, earning the tag of Kenya's Kosovo, now booms with business.
Hata wakichana ile mnaenda kwa baka mstoni, nimerudi kabisa, nimekuja kwa kufanya kazi ya samaki, alipata pesa, nifaidika kabisa.
This new fish farming venture has enhanced security between the neighboring Pokot and Turkana communities. And money is flowing in.
Tumeanza sasa hiyo group ya wamama, tunatoa shilingi 5,000 kwa kila mama. Tuko wamama 16. Tuko group mbili, tuko ambayo inaitwa Otubo group na tuko na Kakram group. Group sote tunasaidiana. Mtu anapata karibu 1,200 na ni kwa sababu ya samaki.
Tuko na vituo karibu 10, vituo 10 mpaka 11 ambayo hiyo motorboats ina wasafu. Kwa hivyo kila kituo inaweza kuwa na wavuvi wa samaki karibu 100.
And for the locals whose main delicacy was red meat, fish is now one of their main diets.
Toto hata wakidogo hii nimepata afya kabisa kwa sababu nimekula samaki. Hii samaki iko afya kabisa.
Wenyeji wa area hii ambao ni wafugaji mara mingi hawakuwa wamechangamkia, hawakuwa hata hawakutukaribisha mara ya kwanza, lakini baada ya muda fulani tukiwafunza pia pia wanaanza kuona kwamba kumbe samaki inaweza kuuzwa na kuleta pesa, ndipo sasa wameshikilia kwa kazi.
The county government of West Pokot has pumped in 2.5 million shillings and intends to expand the project following the impressive results.
And we have trained our people. They were trained, they went to Lake Victoria, they interchanged with fishermen in Lake Victoria. They came and trained them here. For 3-4 years now going, we are on a rise.
The roaring sounds of fishermen's motorboats in search of fish to enhance food security have since subdued the sounds of guns that were synonymous with this region. Gabriel Kudaka, Food Friday, West Pokot County.
That's it for business, but not our business on this bulletin. We'll be back with Bullseye after this break.
We all are looking for products to protect ourselves from viruses, but not all products protect us. Did you know that using Dettol soap and water protects against viruses? Many viruses are surrounded by an envelope with receptors that enable them to enter a human cell and cause infection. Dettol soap destroys the outer layer of the virus and effectively removes it. Protect your family from the spread of viruses with Dettol. Dettol cleans and is now tested and proven to be effective against COVID-19 virus. This has been Medifax for Dettol.
Helen Paul.
Hello, madam. Would you like to join us on this mission?
Yes, but how?
Just one question for you. How do you keep your toilet clean?
I use regular detergent and bleach for washing and removing yellow stains. I've been using it for years.
Oh, madam, the regular detergents and bleach are used for washing clothes. To disinfect your toilet properly, you need Harpic 10X. It is specially made for germs and stains removal. Harpic's thick formula settles on stains and gives 10 times better cleaning compared to regular detergents and bleach.
Wow, now I'm convinced, Helen Paul.
Really?
Yeah.
Now that she's part of the mission, the next house is yours.
Fun and food.
food go together beautifully at GMC Place. Enjoy our succulent meals in a serene setting with a varied choice of fun games for the little ones. Cup it up with a cuppa or a cocktail, all available to your taste. Discover the joy of a warm pool by diving into the Blue Oasis heated pool. Or at GMC Place, the fun never ends. Make your reservation today on 0701 560 560.
From far with you. I even gifted you a magnificent house. Rosa, it's the thought that counts. Please help me.
When it comes to fever, you need to be both. Panadol Baby and Infant starts to work on fever in 15 minutes and is gentle on the tummy. Panadol Baby and Infant, tough on fever, gentle on your child.
Jiko, Kenya's highest saving, longest lasting and biggest Jiko, cooks fast using half the charcoal compared to other Jikos, so you use less fuel and receive extra savings. Enjoy our great discounts and save an extra 500 Kenya shillings when you buy Jiko at your nearest shopping outlet.
At Jumia, it's Black Friday every Friday. Over 1,000 amazing deals and discounts every day. Jumia Black Fridays, even crazier with DGB.
Lots of stories about chicks in West Pokot County tonight, eh? Now, when you go to West Pokot, you do as the Pokot do. As when you go to Rome, you do as the Romans do. And no one does it better than Kenyan politicians. Blending in, that's what they call it. And it doesn't matter how ridiculous or absurd it may sound, as long as they get noticed. They all seek some kind of validation. And as Emmanuel Juma reports on Bullseye, some made attempts to sing themselves to prophethood with little success.
Hold me by your righteous right hand.
And the rivers of Babylon, there we sat down.
Bullseye is Got Talent Season 4. Ladies and gentlemen, hold your breath for the green man Isaac, but don't score just yet. Hear them out again.
There we sat down. Hey, we.
Let the people decide. But this is Kenya. Even where they know how the scores should be, there will still be no consensus. A word that's becoming increasingly hard to come by.
We must never close any window or door to consultation, to negotiation, to consensus building.
We tried to reach consensus. We did not.
Even if your brother, Ruto, does not want to come to the fold, go seek him.
Ikiwa kama mabwana na bibi hawezi kuishi pamoja, kitu gani?
Kibwana is not giving up.
Raila, honorable, I know you have led us a lot to the Canaan. And when you get there, I will be your Joshua.
Wait a minute, Kibwana. You seem to be rearranging the political order.
We said we were taking the people to Canaan. I was Joshua, Kalonzo was the Caleb.
Aha, you see?
My brother here, Professor Kibwana, wants to be a prophet. When he thinks Baba goes to Canaan, he becomes a Joshua. But we all try to be prophets.
But of course, they have a vision. So they say, and if you have a vision, you are a prophet. Introducing Prophet UK.
Like Moses in the Bible, who sat at the top of Mount Nebo and saw the future that the people of Israel were about to cross into the promised land. I too have seen our future.
And what do you see?
A Kenya where no capable person will wallow in poverty because of poor governance.
See, Steve, we are in safe hands.
Some false prophets, some good prophets, some not so much of prophets, but here.
So, what do you want?
I think it's about time this country also tried a lawyer for president. I was just thinking about it.
Right, but let's revisit that botched journey to Canaan.
Gakuta mamba. Kaluza Kalonzo tufanye namna gani? Tukahangaika sana, tukarudi milima mingine inaitwa Uhuru Park.
Senator Wambua knows something about that journey.
You said that you will serve one term, and then in 2022, you will support Kalonzo Musyoka for the position of president of this republic.
You saying Raila alisema nitafanya miaka mitano alafu nitawachia Kalonzo. Nimefanya miaka mitano.
Baba, I'll tell you the truth. Baba,
you can say all the Babas you want, but Baba has spoken.
Hiyo ni sari yangu kati mimi na Kalonzo.
Hold me back.
And from the singing talents discovery to pronunciation. For example, one weekly for Paranya will take everything else except
Colorability. Colorability.
Could another Luya man please help?
Takuwa na ombudsman. Na ombudsman mimi ninasema hivi. Watu wanapinga na ombudsman atakuwa answerable kwa Chief Justice. Kama ni mimi ombudsman angelikuwa answerable kwa president.
Emmanuel Juma, Bullseye, NTV.
Oh, Bullseye, always a treat. Now we have to hand you over back to Nairobi for just a short while for the sports news, and then we'll be back here with more singing on NTV. Where are you? There you are. Weekend edition.
Leo Safaricom wanasherehekea miaka 20 na wewe. Piga star 444 star 20 tumia shilingi 20 pekee utunukiwe 20 minutes na 20 MB.
Jiko, Kenya's highest saving, longest lasting and biggest Jiko, cooks fast using half the charcoal compared to other Jikos. So you use less fuel and receive extra savings. Enjoy our great discounts and save an extra 500 Kenya shillings when you buy Jiko at your nearest shopping outlet.
Pata kila kitu upendacho kwa M-Pesa kupitia star 334 hash.
At Jumia, it's Black Friday every Friday. Over 1,000 amazing deals and discounts every day. Jumia Black Fridays, even crazier with DGB.
Inda assist ya Mita na Absa, the official banking partner of the EPL in Africa. Stand a chance to win 1 million Kenya shillings every month when you deposit into your Absa personal or business account. That's Absa. That's Africanacity.
Get to Bonga 10 and enjoy 100 minutes Airtel to Airtel. Upgrade to Bonga Plus 20 to get 100 free minutes Airtel to Airtel plus 10 additional minutes to all networks. Dial star 544 hash. Not just for a few, but for every one of you. Airtel, the honest network.
Every day it's the same story. Same old, same old.
Yes, mambo vipi Jam Down family. Wagwan, kama kawaida mazi, you know the drill. Every Saturday from 10 p.m. till midnight mazi, the best of roots, lovers and dancehall music, courtesy of Most Spice Entertainment, DJ Mo right here, alongside my co-host, Miss Katiwa. Wagwan.
What's poppin' everybody? Call me Miss Katiwa, the Caribbean Queen, and unajua kama kawaida, we have to go deeper to get to your favorite artists from all over the world. So make sure to tune in this coming Saturday because
this is Dario. Now you have to check me out this Saturday on NTV Jam Down Show with the beautiful Miss Katiwa alongside DJ Mo. I mean, you don't want to miss that part. Just check it out.
Never you give in. Which a job on your team, you're stronger than any regime.
Get your value-added plots today by cash or through our installment plan. Call us today on 0790 300 300.
Optiven Limited, the pay-saters in real estate.
NTV Sport in association with Showmax.
A very good evening to you. Starting things off with the Kenya national football team, which will be chasing its first win in the 2021 AFCON qualifiers on Sunday when it takes on Comoros in their Group G second leg. The Harambee Stars managed a 1-1 draw in the first leg at home, and local betting firm Odibet hopes to motivate the Stars to their first away win in the group. The betting firm, which had promised the national team 2.5 million shillings for a home win against Comoros, has now promised a winning bonus of up to 5 million to the Harambee Stars players and technical bench members in the case of an away win over Comoros. This is in addition to the 1 million shillings given to the team by Deputy President William Ruto post-game on Wednesday.
Tutoke Saturday asubuhi, tuende Moroni. Saturday tufanye training pale. Sunday jioni saa 1 tupige mechi. Asubuhi Monday turudi. Tumelipia jet, private jet. Kwa hivyo ndege itatungoja pale airport, tupige ball, tukishamaliza sisi tumetoka.
And still on the national team and that all-important 2021 AFCON qualifier away to Comoros. Well, the first leg at Kasarani provided a chance for the Harambee Stars to go top of Group G, but that wasn't to be. That 1-1 stalemate saw several Stars players off their mark and in the end left ruining wasted chances. It will be all to play for in Moroni.
Bado kuna mechi tatu na hiyo ajali ikifanyike na maanisha mnafaa kumakinika. Uzuri tulikaa tukaona nini ilifanya tukaweza kukosa kupata ile result tulipata, na kila mtu kwa hiyo dressing room na kila mtu kwa camp sahi anajua na yuko aware that tunafaa kumakinika kuanzia dakika ya kwanza mpaka dakika ya 95 akisema game imeisha. So hiyo tuwe patient na wakuwe 100% sure that kuanzia dakika ya kwanza mpaka dakika ya mwisho tutamakinika.
Indeed, all the best to the Harambee Stars there. Let's cross borders, and a 1-1 draw against Paraguay in the South America World Cup qualifiers ended Argentina's perfect run in their bid to qualify for the 2022 finals in Qatar. Lionel Messi had what might have been a winning goal disallowed in the second half. However, a Nicolas Gonzalez goal brought Argentina back after Angel Romero's penalty put Paraguay in front at the home of Boca Juniors. Argentina are now back to the drawing board after Lionel Scaloni's team claimed narrow wins in October at home to Ecuador and away to Bolivia. Paraguay remain unbeaten, having previously drawn with Peru and won in Venezuela. The CONMEBOL action continues at 2 a.m. East African time when Chile hosts Peru, then at 3:30 a.m. when Brazil take on Venezuela.
Profunda baliza de Anthony Silva.
Great. This one is for the F1 fans. The Turkish Grand Prix is back after 9 years. Now, 9 years is quite a long time in Formula One, so long that 16 drivers of the current crop will be making their debut at the Istanbul Park. Valtteri Bottas, Charles Leclerc, Max Verstappen and Daniel Ricciardo are some of those experiencing the Turkish capital Grand Prix excitement for the first time. Sebastian Vettel claimed victory for Red Bull at the last Turkish GP. That was back in 2011. 2011. Despite being immensely popular with the drivers, the Istanbul round dropped off the F1 calendar due to increasing hosting fee demands from championship organizers. Lewis Hamilton can clinch a record-equaling 7th world title on Sunday in case of two scenarios. That is, if he wins outrightly in Turkey, or as long as he doesn't lose to Bottas by more than 7 points. He can come second to the Finn, just not by more than 7 points. Great, that does it for tonight. Much more on the weekend, and especially to do with the build-up to that AFCON qualifier. It will be Comoros versus Kenya's Harambee Stars. Much more on that Saturday, Sunday, and even Monday. I will see you tomorrow. Do enjoy your viewing.
NTV Sport in association with Showmax.
Unfortunately, we have to say goodnight, but the good news is there will be more from West Pokot County. Hashtag Discovery Edition. Therefore, more to discover from county number 24 tomorrow night as well as Sunday night. So how do you say it in Pokot? Goodbye?
Goodbye.
Yes.
Serenyo Wow. Please pass me my bakora, please.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, my ata is not
bad.
complete. Yes, so Serenyo Wow means goodbye. Would like to thank Flora Tino for being our sign language interpreter tonight. She's been our co-pilot across counties. You know, this county, like we said earlier on, is 13 times the size of Nairobi.
It is, and let's not forget the Chemuchoy dancers who entertained us earlier when we were starting the news tonight, and also you probably had them and saw them dance at 7 p.m.
Dan Mwangi is my name. Good night. See you tomorrow.
This is NTV.